Yeah, man. The boss is here. The creator, fair to say.
Fair to say.
I almost had to fire this nigga. He was finna cry over his seat. Let's get to that.
This nigga couldn't wait. Episode 14, Figmunity World. Welcome back. Fair to say. Jack, you good?
Yeah, I'm good.
It was coming. I came in hot today. He was firing. SMAC came in. He feeling good today. Vest back on. Bike out front.
He for sure feeling good too.
Bike out front. So I let him make it.
I like that.
He definitely feeling good. As he should.
When I walked in, I came in last. I just got here, you guys. My bad for holding it up. But there was some tension when I walked in. What was that about?
He was finna cry and get fired.
No, he was about to. He feeling good. He on his high horse with his new bike, and he was. I was gonna let him make it. He had tried to debo my seat early in the morning.
Fair to say, SMAC was here first though, so he kind of get first dibs in the
He was asleep on the couch. I brought the donuts.
Because I was here an hour ahead of time waiting on people. I was here at 9 o'clock.
2 hours. He definitely was here first.
Damn.
2 hours ahead of time.
You could have just filmed it by yourself, to be honest.
Right.
We started at 9, 6, turn the camera on.
We coming at the tail end.
That'd be funny as hell.
That nigga damn near spent the night in this motherfucker.
This shit icy though. I like this.
But not only is SMAC in here, we got Drebo in the bag.
Man, first timer in this bitch.
It's the summertime in LA.
Oh yeah, come on.
Mine too.
That's how you know it's gonna be good. It's both our first time in this motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie, I came in, I'm like, ooh, this is fire. I ain't never seen it. I ain't never seen it in person. I like how you told him.
Put that right there. Step with that and put that.
I like how you told him what to do. He wouldn't have known what to do.
I wouldn't have known. I needed SMAC's direction for sure. It wouldn't have came together without it. But no, all bullshit aside, man. How you feeling, SMACky?
Good. How y'all feeling?
Good, bro. You first time on the scene, coming off. You got your new bike. Coming off a trip where you was doing it up.
Yeah, I told him I wanted to be the last one to come on here. I wanted to see the air fill it out before I came, so I watched it.
Oh, you the last of the higher ups to come on here?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I wanted it, though. I wanted to see how it worked with everybody, then I was the last one.
Days off.
Yeah, so I fucks with it.
That worked out good, though. Yeah, for sure.
It did, for sure.
We happy to hear you got Jack in the back.
Got the vest, man. I like that.
Oh, yeah.
How I feel? They had the vest back.
I've been having the vest back for like damn near 5-6 months. Don't even
No, but you got the vest back with the bike now.
That's what I mean.
Now you wearing it.
Hey, what is the bike like with the boot though?
Well, I got that little governor thing right there with the brief, so it's kind of difficult, but it's all right though. So I'm gonna get that changed though, or I'm gonna get the flat one. It's cool though. I'm sagging that motherfucker. I'm doing a dash on that motherfucker.
Back like you never left.
Mm-hmm.
Now let me ask you. Do you feel like going into it this time, you're gonna think a little differently or be a little bit more cautious, or like, I know it wasn't your fault what happened, don't get me wrong, but being that you going back into it with something that happened to you that was so life altering, does it kind of detour how you're gonna move on it now? Or
hell yeah, a whole lot, nigga. 100%. I almost lost my leg, so I don't do no drinking no more like that. You feel me? I drunk when we was in Cabo, but since I've been back, I ain't had no drink, and I'm definitely not drinking when I'm riding this bike.
Yeah,
because I don't want nothing else to happen like what happened to me, nigga. That was the worst thing that ever happened to me in my life. Is going through 24 surgery, so I'm cool. I'm more cautious on this motherfucker.
I think that's what everybody wanted to hear. I think just from the outside looking in, people were kind of concerned because everybody got love for you just as a homie and fans, but people just want to know, all right, he learned a little bit. Let's see if he...
a lot. Fuck a little bit, nigga. I respect that motherfucker, nigga.
You got to drive more defensive now, or is it like...
Yeah, I'm driving more defensive, more cautious.
Looking at everybody.
I'm not in a rush. Hey, if a person in a rush, go on and get over and handle your business. I'm cool.
I feel like that's the most important thing about driving, especially in LA, because motherfuckers out here can't drive.
Yeah, you gotta be paying attention to buffing. In front of you, behind you,
you gotta just
over.
Relax. Yes. Like if you relax while you driving, 9 times out of 10 you ain't finna get in no shit.
And
but if you all tense,
you gotta pay attention. It's not liquor, y'all.
There's no liquor on set today.
That shit right there in that can, right there. I ain't drinking no.
This is 12% alcohol.
Oh, this nigga
bullshit to the motherfucker. If it was, I would not be drinking it, y'all.
No, definitely no champagne on set. You know what I'm saying? So we got SMAC and Drebo, Mr. Summertime in LA.
You feel me? Summertime in the land out now.
In the land, yeah.
What's the next show, man?
Actually, I got something coming up August 16th, man. August 16th, we doing the Real Leos of LA. It's really a function, but I'm performing at it. So my birthday, August 14th, you feel me? And me and a bunch of different Leos, we got together. We about to do a little function. I'm finna perform at it. It's about to go up.
Yeah.
I'm about to post a link at some. Probably by this drop, it'll probably post already. So
I'm there.
Make sure y'all RSVP. It's free. So just pull up. You feel me? We got it's good look. We got a bunch of shit going on.
We in 6 pulled up to the last one. You were there too, right?
Show, right?
Yeah,
going up.
bro. Like you gotta take that on the road, man. I hit Dreamville today.
Nah,
like, bro, what
sure.
we doing, man?
I ain't
You
missing
got at
the
least
next one.
five.
They kinda
We
quick.
can hit 5 cities in
facts.
California alone.
Facts. I'm trying to hit Portland, Seattle, San Diego, shit, Phoenix, like
Vegas, hell yeah.
Vegas, all
Yeah,
that
within
shit. New
5
Mexico,
hours, you can
all
hit
this
5
shit. I'm trying to hit the
stops.
whole coast.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put it together next year. I just gotta find the right venues and the right spots. You know.
Yeah.
That's tight. How's it? You know, obviously, I know somewhat as an artist. When you gear up and release a project that you've been working on for a long time, how you feeling? How's your
It feels good, man. I mean, honestly, this has been the best like drop that I've done so far. Like as far as response and impact, you know what I mean? Sway's Universe posted it.
Right.
Like people giving me real good feedback. The numbers is supporting the feedback. And so it's just like I think it's good momentum to keep going. I'm about to double back in September, drop again. I got a project where I made all the beats and produced everything. So,
oh yeah, that's tight.
you know, I'm trying to just keep this momentum going, keep this shit on the up and up.
What I've heard and like seen and, you know, watching podcasts, different, you know, people, quote unquote experts talking, it's about that momentum is really important.
For sure, you got to
capitalize. You know, just with the fans and also with these platforms. You know what I'm saying? Like the platforms have their own algorithms. Once you get in there, don't stop. Like don't just drop some hot shit, then go ghost for 9 months.
Here today,
sure.
going
You got
tomorrow,
for real. We done forgot about
shit.
you in 3 weeks.
Bruh,
that
4
shit is
days.
gone. Yeah,
Literally.
Instagram will forget about you. You could post every day on Instagram, be on the streak, your shit popping, comments, all the shit. You take about 3-4 days off, you gonna post, and gonna be one person see that motherfucker.
Damn.
That's the way the algorithm and shit be working. Like you have no choice but to stay consistent.
How often are you posting now?
I try to go every day, but I'll do like, I kind of been testing. So it's like, I met a dude, he works for like TV and film, and he had a meeting with Instagram, and he was telling me like kind of the different specs on what the algorithm is supposed to be based off Instagram. So in reality, you're supposed to really post like 3 times a day, they say.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to use like 3 to 8 hashtags. But you can post in your story kind of as much as you want, but actual posts on your feed, you probably should do like 3 times a week. I mean, not every day, sorry.
3 times a week.
3 to 5 times a week to really
Keep that
maximize the
engagement.
algorithm.
Yeah.
Because I guess apparently if you do that, it allows your time to like breathe and motherfuckers it to actually get in the algorithm.
And then if you don't
people
post
to see
enough, it seems like
But
you
I-
post out of nowhere.
So I've seen.
you don't get seen.
I kind of feel like there's no rules though. I feel like
one, there are no rules, right?
sure.
But 2, what I've seen working for a few people that I pay attention to. One, LaRussell posts like 7-8 times a day.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, and Kevin on stage in a whole different world, comedian, content creator, he posting also 5, 6, 7 times a day.
Facts.
And what I've seen is some posts might have 3,000 likes and views. The next one might have 80,000. One might have 1.3 million.
sure.
One might have 50,000. Depending on what it is, you know what I'm saying, the variation of content. And also, their fan base is growing though. So like while your engagement, you're like, damn, I'm only getting 200 likes, 300
getting
likes on this.
discovered, though.
But over time, their
People are seeing
followers
that.
are going
Right.
up. So you're giving
100%.
people more of an opportunity to see you, you know, 5 times a day as opposed to 1 time a day.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
almost creating your own algorithm within
Exactly.
the algorithm type shit.
Right.
Because now once they follow you, like if you're the one that's posting most of the people they follow, they probably gonna see your shit the
Exactly.
most too. So yeah, it's
Exactly.
like you said, it's no rules to this shit. It's
Does
more
that-
so figuring out what worked for you.
I mean, you've been releasing music for a long time, and you've been around the game for a long time. SMAC as well. When you release music now that you have to play towards the algorithm, do you feel like that makes it harder for artists who are maybe creative or super talented or may not just have the time to post or create the reels? Does that really put artists at a disadvantage now, though?
Not a disadvantage, but it's like it's tough because like artists who are really artists, they weird. Right, like you know what I mean. Like niggas is kind of weird. Like me, I'm a little weird. You feel me? I want to be in the house. I want to just make the music and put it out.
Right.
But it's like I'm a one man band, so I got to wear a lot of different hats. I got to be the social media manager. I got to be the
That's what I'm
manager of my
saying.
music. I got to deal with the companies, and I got to talk to
Distribution,
business.
all that
Like,
shit.
I got to
book the
upload my
shows.
shit. I got to put the lyrics, book the shows,
But this-
talk to the venue, like, and so.
But this
balancing
algorithm
that.
thing now is tricky. Like you said, if you're not posting enough, you're not seen. So you have to be a social media creator now to pretty much be successful as an artist.
Yeah,
I don't
pretty
think
much.
there's a way to do it
Unless
now.
you got a relationship with the media platforms and they're
they're posting it
support you every drop.
even though you're not dropping reels and stuff.
That'll be the only
SMAC, you
way.
dropping a lot of content on your YouTube. You've been seeing
And my
like
stories, not like on my main page,
yeah.
because I feel like the main page is real serious. It got to be really something for me to post. I ain't just putting no bullshit. Like if you go to my original page, that's almost at 70K. Everything on there is all real deal business. You feel me? I'm just not one of those
separating the two.
Yeah,
but you know what you could do too, or think about is because now Instagram allows you to post reels without it being on your feed if you don't want to.
You can hide it from the feed.
I post on the reels, but I just don't post on my main page. Unless it's something that's real serious. You feel me?
But you be going viral, nigga.
So you still using both pages?
You should do it up. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Because you probably go extra viral if you post on your feed, low key.
Yeah.
And you got hella content. You could repurpose shit that been going on.
Yeah, for sure.
You got dummy content.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, shoot, let's get right into it, man. As y'all know, we've been doing the Is It Fair to Say hashtag. We talk about it every episode, so please keep engaging in that. I like the first one, and I think I want Drebo. Drebo, this one I want you to go ahead and take.
I can't even see that.
You can't? Well, I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you. I know you're gonna enjoy this one. This one comes from Real Badman. It says, # is it fair to say that all is right in the world now that world boss is
them
free?
The world boss.
That's why I wanted you to take it.
Boss.
I see you going crazy about that. I don't know too much about him.
What is that?
Vybz Cartel,
He's
man,
free.
they free.
They free
after
Vybz
like
Cartel.
13 years or something like that.
Give us some context, cause they be honest about not being accurate on people.
So for those who don't know, Vybz Cartel, he's one of the biggest dancehall reggae Jamaican artists. You feel me? He been in jail like 13 years or something like that.
What do?
He was fighting a murder case. They basically had already gave him life, and he won his appeal right here. But basically, Jamaica, he took it to the Jamaica courts. They wasn't fucking with him. Then he took it to the UK courts, and they gave him his appeal because they said like a jury was trying to bribe somebody or whatever. And then the UK courts threw it out, and they freed him.
Where was he in jail at?
13. He was in jail in Jamaica. And so and then basically it was a whole murder where he had some niggas holding the story is he had some niggas holding like an unlicensed gun from him. They didn't give it back in the time they were supposed to give him. Then he like called him over some house, and then one of the niggas ended up dead. The house ended up burned down type shit, and they tried to put it on him, and then he just maintained his innocence the whole time. He got sentenced to life, fought it, and then won his appeal 13 years later type shit.
He came out.
Well, I mean, that nigga big. He got records with like Jay-Z, fucking
I know that.
Rihanna, all kind of shit.
Bigger now.
Yeah,
that's gonna make him bigger.
Yeah,
it's crazy how that definitely catapults people now. Obviously, it's a great thing. He got out, he beat the case, but he about to take off. Everybody gonna be working with him.
No, it's
especially if he was doing shit with Jay-Z and shit.
Especially if they allow him to leave. If he ain't got no restrictions and he could like come over here, he should be good, right?
So he'll be able to leave.
He gonna be able to move around because he was what they call that shit? It's like where they convicted him where he didn't supposed to be convicted. He didn't do it. Unlawfully convicted. Unlawfully convicted.
So they can't hold him
now
on
when
nothing.
they let him go, that case is
all
over.
restrictions is gone.
Move around, do what you want to do.
They saying he apparently not in good health, but I mean he been posting on Instagram with his little chick.
I seen that he had his bottle of champagne, his orange rag.
He looked like he's straight. So I know we'll see. I'm like, he got more
all white on with an orange rag.
Yeah.
I just seen that today on Instagram.
Yeah, everybody
he was walking out like this.
Yeah. So he basically a Jamaican legend.
So with the representation of Jamaica, let's just add on to their point. The representation of Jamaica in hip hop and dance hall, do you think now is gonna get more light shined on it now that or deservingly so, is he gonna be the one that's gonna be able to bring more dance hall to hip hop?
I mean, probably.
Because who's another big dance hall artist right now?
Because it's such a big story.
Drake.
Probably it'll help.
He definitely gonna work with Drake. He for sure gonna work with Drake though.
I mean, there's a lot of dope dance hall. For me, Shen Yang. Her name is Shanesi or something, I believe.
Oh yeah.
Shensia, there you go. Damn, she fire. Like she go crazy.
Heard the name before. Yeah.
Spice is dope. Right now, really the females is kind of killing it, but I think it's definitely an opportunity because it's like reggae, Afro beats, piano is kind of all in the same vein a little bit.
Absolutely.
And those are kind of really popular right now.
Yeah.
So, it's definitely an opportunity for that genre
there's
to
definitely
go
a need
crazy.
for it, man. There's definitely a need for it.
Buju.
That's the GOAT.
Buju go crazy.
So it's fair to say that's a big deal for the community, for the culture. I guess hopefully for music itself that he's free. So
No, for sure.
Congratulations
shout out to him, man.
Drebo Vybz Cartel feature.
Hey, I'll do it. I go crazy.
Oh, my mom,
you know what's crazy?
would.
I just made like a I'm a Piano inspired record the other day. It's gonna be on my new project.
Let me ask you this. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
What can you explain the difference or how you differentiate I'm a Piano from Afrobeats?
The log drum to me. So the log drum is like the doom doom. It's like it almost sounds like a steel drum, but it got more bass. And that's usually the biggest differentiator between.
That's like their sound.
And
that's more South African.
I think,
or just
I think I'm a Piano is. I think it's but and that too, right? It's more like the tempo and pace of house music versus Afrobeats kind of feels more reggae-ish.
Got you. The next topic was: is it fair to say? Let me get the hashtag. Is it fair to say, at Forget Me Not? Oh, that's funny how he spells that. Is it fair to say there should be a separate sports category for trans people? I just watched a trans woman beat a biological woman on the Olympics.
Nah, don't do that to Ledecky.
What? So you saying like should it be?
He got to be talking about Katie Ledecky.
Should they not let transgender
that's a woman.
Hold on. So I just watched a trans woman beat up a biological woman. Hold on, so what? A trans woman?
No, that's not fair.
There was a trans swimmer though?
No. I'm saying the swimmer was a woman.
They should be calling.
Okay, so I don't know the sport, but what they're pretty much asking is if you're trans or you are changing your gender, should you not be allowed to compete in the gender you're changing to sport?
No, you can't.
So this really happened. So there was a trans woman in the Olympics. So if you boxed.
I don't know if it's boxing.
Boxing?
Yeah, it was boxing.
Oh, that's out of pocket.
That's out. That's still a man with human strength.
Exactly.
As a man.
That's not.
You
fair.
a man transitioning into a woman and you in boxing beating up women.
So basically, they should have their own trans shit.
Hold on, that's the dude in the red.
Ain't no way.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's not a trans man.
Yeah, no, that's not fair.
Are you sure that's a trans man?
Look at that. Boom.
Has sanctioned male brutality against women for amusement, removement.
Oh, he look. Oh
He
wait,
look like a man.
He for sure do. Hold on.
Oh no, that's a man.
And not people just trolling.
This has been going viral on Twitter.
No, it is.
Oh, I'm going to
That's a man.
I'm going to the LA Olympics. I'm about to start sleeping shit.
I identify as a woman now. Box.
Sleeping shit in the Olympics in LA.
That's her?
That's a man.
Yeah, it is.
Nah, that's
That ain't
cool
right, my
shit.
nigga.
No, that's not cool.
So you played? Is it the girl that won or lost?
It don't matter.
Oh, that's
they won. That's not cool, man.
Yeah, I'm sleeping shit at the 2028
cool,
Olympics
bro.
in LA.
They out of
I'm sleeping
They out of pocket
shit.
for that. That's out of pocket,
That's
bro.
not cool, dog.
Yeah, that's not cool at all.
Look, he bam.
Yeah, that shouldn't be allowed in any sport
That's
because
all niggas friends.
Yeah,
Wow,
you feel me?
yeah. Look
yeah,
at
because
this.
and then also I mean any sport though in the Olympics and any sport in
no,
general
that
it should be outlawed. Look,
She lost.
that's
She
fucked
crying
up.
'cause she like, this nigga.
I done made it here and I got beat up by this dude.
Wait, they
Sorry
really
about this.
is she fighting in the Olympics or not? She just had a regular one, right? Yeah.
And whoop ass.
Yeah, she's.
I feel like I'm all for trans rights and everything like that,
But
like
they need their own little thing to
but I
fight
think we
another
haven't figured out the sports thing yet. But for
Yeah, that's
now,
not
I think
fair.
for now
That's
that's
not
not
fair.
cool.
But it's also not fair in any sport, let alone boxing, because think about it, males' hormones, our testosterone naturally is going to make us compete at a higher level athletically in probably every sport.
just got more
so you
power.
that's what I'm saying. So you got men who want to be women that are trying to swim against other female swimmers. You're naturally going to swim
Way
probably
faster
better
than
and
her.
faster.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like
We're
any
bigger,
sport you
taller,
have an
faster.
advantage, it should completely be
And
outlawed.
just like that movie Joanna Man, remember when
Yup.
that nigga
Yeah.
like,
Damn.
come on, my nigga, he dunking on them bitches.
Nigga, it's exactly like Joanna
Come
Man.
on, man.
He for sure.
Joanna Man was actually
That's a good ass movie though.
That's a good movie.
That's a correlation though for sure.
Joanna Man.
So it's definitely fair to say that should be outlawed. Ain't nobody going for that.
No, that shit ain't cool.
Nigga, imagine if that was your daughter and she get a boxing match against a biological man.
We jumping in the ring. We
We
jumping that nigga.
I'm not even gonna let her fight. I'm gonna be like, you're not fighting no
But I
man.
think
You
no,
just
you're
gonna
not
have to
doing
be
it.
mad.
But in
That's-
the Olympics, I think it's they just pair you? You don't know who you got going against.
Yeah, as soon as you walk into that stage, I'm be like, you ain't fighting that nigga.
Nah, it's out. We
Damn,
we not doing that,
bro.
You not because I mean you got to think too. Like boxing, you could really get injured long term. Like you could die in that ring.
Yes.
Like
brain damage, get punched in the side of the head.
No matter how much training, if they both training, that's not gonna go good. All right, cool shit. The next one comes from Ace by Thy Name. Is it fair to say, as a man, you should express your issues to your homies, not your woman?
Oh, that's a good topic.
Yeah, what you mean, like, express your issues? Like, if I got a problem with somebody in here, express it to them instead of going home telling them.
I think more personal.
More personal.
Issues,
like, man, I don't, like, say your relationship with your dad or how you feel like, you know, whatever insecurities you might have in your life. Should you express that with the homies or go to your girl and talk to her about it?
I think it depends on the issue itself and what type of woman you got. Because certain shit is cool, certain shit, you might as well tuck that and talk to somebody else about it. Because you still got to hold some type of image to your girl.
Right.
I think a lot of...
you still got to be open, too, to have, like, a real relationship.
But as a lot of men, I think there's a stigma that a lot of men shy away from talking to your homies about sensitive subjects. Like, it's not deemed cool
new homies then.
to holler at your homie about... No, I know, but I'm saying, like, in society, they make it look like it's soft to...
Yeah.
Even cry to your homie or call your homie like, man, I'm dealing with this with my baby mom or my family, and bro, I'm not really doing good. People look at that like that's not a masculine thing to do. Like, go talk to your bitch about that. So I think by what Ace is saying is like, is that soft to even like talk to your homies about real life shit?
Hell nah, we human.
If you ask t-rell, that's soft.
That's what I'm saying. Some niggas do that. Some niggas like, man, I don't want to hear that shit, nigga. Ain't nobody.
Sometimes you need a good cry. You feel me? Sometimes you need to let them thoughts out, them feelings out. Sometimes you gotta release that shit. Like, nigga, I ain't trying to walk into the world with all that shit.
Is it emotional damage if you can't?
And I think too, it's like as men, we gotta stop. Everything is not a joke.
Right.
For sure.
Everything is not a joke all the time.
In my thing, like, I would never go to t-rell and cry. Ever. But I did one time, and that was in the hospital. You had no choice but to feel sympathy for it. But as far as being on the streets, like, t-rell, he ain't gonna want to hear it. He too much, like, I don't know the word.
But do you have a homie other than t-rell?
I could call Floyd and vent to him as much as I want. And he not finna judge me or nothing. He gonna talk me through it and whatever I need for sure.
So you have certain people that you call if you know what you're going through, who you can call.
I got a gang of people. I'm just not calling t-rell. I got a gang of people I can call, like, for sure.
No, but I think hopefully, you know, t-rell gets to a place where he feels like he can, you know, he can be a shoulder to cry on, right?
Yeah.
But also, it's good that you have people in your life for that, because there are people that I go to for certain things. I know I'm not gonna come to my one homie about this stuff. Not that he's just not the one for that, right?
Exactly.
He's not the one for that. I'm gonna go to him for this, her for that. You know what I'm saying?
You got different bonds with different people.
Everybody in your life got different spaces that they're supposed to occupy too. You know what I mean?
Right.
So,
not one person's everything for you.
Yeah, but like you may not be able to call him to cry, but you could call him to help you in another way.
Give some advice or whatever. Yeah.
Exactly.
Now in the
that's why I can call Floyd for this, Tiny for this, Traffic for this. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Q for this. Yeah.
And it can all be different things.
Yeah,
It
it's all
could be same
different
thing for
things,
those two, whatever. Yeah.
Now, on the contrary, are there certain things that you would only keep to your relationship? You know what I'm saying? Like, relationship things stay in the relationship, or do you talk to your homies about your relationship?
I keep relationships things in the relationship because it's hard for a nigga to really give you perspective outside of the relationship because they're not living the day to day. So they only know what you telling them.
Right.
And it also could mess up your relationship with your homie and your girl. Because if you telling your homie stuff about your girl, he may start to look at your girl like, man, she not this and this for you. You know what I'm saying? You might sway how he should feel about her.
For sure.
Sometimes I feel like in my relationship, it's like I'm stuck. Not stuck in my relationship, but stuck in a place where I can't go talk to somebody about my relationship because I'd have to give them the whole background.
You gotta break
5 years. You gotta break it all the way down for you to even give me some advice.
They're still not even really gonna get it. You're not gonna get it because they didn't live it.
So I'm not even gonna waste my time talking to you. You can't give me no advice.
Yeah, because
like I'm not telling you her side. This how it happened on this day. Like all these factors that matter into how. Into why we are where we are.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? So then you're like, damn.
I hear what you're saying.
What do I do?
So look, that's like, don't quote me. but I don't know if it was t-rell or Duno. But one of them had a homie that told them some shit about the girl, and they like quit talking for him, and him and the girl like took a little break, probably a week or two break. So they go to the club, they got a sign saying, "Yeah, fuck that bitch." And the nigga who put the sign was cool with the boy and his girl. And the boy got back with her a week later. Now she looking at him like, bitch ass. You remember something? I don't remember if it was Duno or t-rell.
Like now you got me saying fuck this bitch, and then you back with her.
With this bitch. Like, and me and her was cool. You feel me?
And now you look crazy when she come around, or it's awkward.
That's also why, from the perspective of the homie listening to the other homie about their relationship, you kind of got to take a semi-neutral stance and like not necessarily tell a nigga what to do or be on some fuck that bitch type shit, because it's like, nigga, you might go back.
Chances are you gonna go back.
You might go back.
It's not gonna be the end today.
That's what I say. I would say fair to say keep your relationship issues in your relationship.
Right.
Life issues, you should be able to talk to your homies about life, family, shit you going through, and if you need a shoulder to cry on, you gotta have somebody in your life. If not, then you bury it all in. You know what I'm saying?
Like, go get a therapist if you ain't got nobody.
Yeah.
No. I don't like therapists. I've never been to one, but
Wait, say that again, because that sounds crazy.
Crazy
like
double negative.
I ain't never been to one.
So you can't say you don't like it.
I'm gonna tell you why I don't like it. Why would I want to go to somebody and what's the word? Pour my pains out to them when they probably got all type of fucked up shit going in their life, and they trying to tell me what to do, and you ain't even writing your own fucking life.
But see, the thing is, I used to think like that until I actually went. And I actually never went on my own. I went like together.
Group?
But
with your girl?
Yeah.
Because she trying to get me to go to our church and therapist with the preacher. I'm like, man.
But the thing is, like, you go and you end up realizing that it's not really, it's less about the person you talking to, and it's more about like their ability to help you break shit down and conceptualize what you actually going through. So it's like you,
they're coming
even just getting it out and then hearing the different perspective and really breaking it down through that, and then they'll give you certain little tasks and activities to do throughout the week before you meet the next week, and that shit will actually help you really think about what you're going through and move.
And there's no favoritism, you know. It's coming from a take that's very
non-biased.
Yeah, very non-biased. They have
So it's like they're like a mediator, pretty much. A lot of times they're not even like, SMAC, well, you need to know. They're not even doing it. They're like, so you said this. So no, did you hear him say that? Like, so what, how do you feel? Like, all they're doing is repeating what you said, asking her, does she think, like, it ain't no, that's a licensed professional. I'm not talking about a pastor. So like a licensed professional who's good at their job, it's usually mostly that.
I want to do this. I'm here, my girl there. The person that's talking to us, bring your girl, and let's switch and let's do it like that. You ask us some questions, I'm gonna tell you.
But it ain't about that.
It's not about like they're attacking
you. It's not about them. It's about you.
Yeah,
I don't want it to be about me because I don't know if they're fuck off.
It's it's a person. It's a person that can give you a fair shake.
I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't got no choice. I'm gonna go talk to the pastor next week.
All right, well, in about what? 3 months come update us, man. Because I think your opinion might change for real. Well, I don't know. I never been a pastor, but if he know what he doing, your opinion.
He's a good dude, so I ain't gonna put nothing past him. He's a good dude, yeah, man.
Yeah, it's just a clean ear to talk to.
You been the one?
When I was younger, I did do it like more of like a family type thing, because more so I want.
He needs to go see a therapist.
Well, no, because it was more so supported like my mother. You know what I'm saying? We wanted my mother to kind of see a therapist, and she was iffy on it. So it was one of those things where like, let's kind of do like a family version
everybody gonna go
to make her comfortable, right? Because she kind of felt like you. Like, why do I need to go talk to somebody? I can call my sister.
I feel
like no, ma, like give you somebody with a clean ear that's gonna give you an honest opinion, and I'll come sit with you. And then it just kind of turned into like, I'll go back
because they don't know it's from a can of paint.
Right.
I think if
give it a fair shake.
If we really wanted to get people to go to therapy a lot, like, we gotta figure out how to make it free. Because I think the fact that it costs so much,
insurance, or
like,
it costs a lot.
If you got in, like, if you get a therapist that takes your
$100 a
insurance,
session.
Yeah, like
an hour.
For an hour, it'd be $300
for an hour.
$200. Yeah.
Like, but if you sometimes you can get it through your insurance,
right?
Yeah.
But like, that's. Some people don't got insurance, whatever the case may be. But I think there's a lot of people out in this world who would benefit from.
You got to think too. There's a lot of.
I think a lot of people would, like, to your point, would benefit, but you don't have to have a problem to seek a therapist.
Exactly.
You don't have to have like a troubled relationship or go through something. It's just like, yo, I'm 30. I would love to know why I have these certain patterns in my life.
Exactly.
Why is it that I'm like, I'm about to do something good,
You don't have
I
to be
procrastinate,
negative.
or I'm like, there's a block, or why can't I get through this? Like, why do I keep doing the
But
same
what
shit?
makes you think that person got the answer for
Because they went to school for it. They went to
Exactly,
school to kind of
literally.
understand.
It's
so
like it's an art almost.
Yeah,
like
8 years
for
of
real.
school to really go through and figure out like how the brain works and certain patterns of like behaviors and they study behaviors of people.
Okay, question. So the people we go see, do you think they go see a therapist? Because
Yes.
Most
I'm pretty
times
sure
they do.
sometimes they do.
Yes, they do.
They're not just perfect.
No,
though.
for
They're
sure.
not, and they're not trying to be perfect.
They'll
They don't
tell you
present
they got-
themselves.
They
as
got
perfect.
leaders. I'm sure they got people who
Yeah.
guide them that they were senseis and they were
No, most
taught.
times they go to therapy.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
go to therapy themselves, and they'll bring it up in your shit like, "Well, I went to my therapist." And
Okay.
and
And I just want to make sure hey, you got one too, motherfucker. Don't think you just perfect.
everybody got
And they're not,
something.
the thing is, they're not judging you. They're not supposed to be. Like they're not supposed to be judging you for
Right,
it.
right.
Like a good therapist is gonna sit there, your girl yelling at you, yelling at her. She's gonna be like, hey, that's probably not the way to talk. Whatever. Let's keep it pushing. They're not judging.
They're
They
not
don't give
siding.
because in actuality, once this hour is up, they're on to the next.
Right.
They gotta
You
clear
know,
their
like
mind
that's how
anyway.
it works. Like they're not thinking about you, SMAC. They don't care about
For sure.
like to judge you. They don't care that much about you.
Right,
To be
right.
honest
They're
with
just
you.
hearing what you say
And trying to
then
help you.
And
You
that's
got-
that,
And once that
man.
hour's out, hey, sorry, sir, we gotta go.
They almost not even giving their opinion most of the time.
No.
They
They
want you
listen
to
to
say
you.
what you feel out loud, and then they
And if
help
you
work
need
through it.
reasoning, they can help with it. But you got to think too. A lot of people in the black community, as of late, for sure, have been advocating for mental health, and that's one of the main things for mental health is seek somebody if you need to talk to. There's a lot of tough guys or people you wouldn't deem people you would think that would go to therapy that are advocating for it. So I'm sure it has benefits for people who have trauma or underlying trauma. Like he said, I don't know why I'm quick to get angry. You know what I'm saying? I'm quick to get angry for certain things, and
little shit.
there's
Right.
ways that they can break that down based off your day-to-day actions that may make you think like, damn, maybe
Why
he
do I
was
do
right,
that?
because it's coming from somebody who don't interact with you every
You
day.
don't know me from a can of paint.
So they can
Right.
give you an opinion. You might really take it like he not playing favoritism, or y'all nigga, you just talking shit.
sure.
You ain't looking at it like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, therapy, fair to say, is definitely something that people should do. What we moving into these hot topics? All right, man. What we got up here? What's good? What's good? What's good? Let's go into this first one. Tyrese Halliburton, I think, says Travis Scott was mad at him for not wearing the shoes he gifted to him. This was
Oh, he's supposed to wear it in the Olympics.
no. So Mike Rubin's white party. Travis Scott gifted everybody some all white low top Travis Scott ones,
Okay.
and I guess they were supposed to wear them to the white party. And Tyrese Halliburton didn't wear them, and he told him, I guess, like, hey, I still got them in the box, bro. Like, man, they classics. I appreciate you. I ain't pulling them out. And I guess Travis Scott got low key like mad at him, like, nigga, what? You a hooper, nigga? You supposed to take them out the box. So I
And
guess
when he want him to wear him to the all white party.
I kind
Yeah,
of
with
feel
everybody
that.
else.
I mean, Travis. I mean, you can't really tell a nigga what to do,
yeah.
but I feel that because I'm a believer in shoes supposed to be worn. Nigga, don't be putting them shoes and putting them in a
And
unless
you a-
they signed by Michael Jordan. Nigga,
I mean, Travis
like,
Scott gave you some shoes, some limited
I'ma
shit.
wear
They
them
might be
motherfuckers.
valuable like
And
Michael
they-
Jordan signed them. It's
and
20
they
years.
all
It's
white.
Travis
It
Scott.
don't
it's for the
matter.
theme of the party. You should, I guess, when you that rich, that known, you should
So
have
he
put them
gave,
on.
he gave them to everybody to wear. Like, now I'm finna be matching with everybody wearing the same shoes in this party. What I look like? I'm not doing that.
In general, I don't think it was specifically the all-white party.
No, I think that's what I heard. I think Tyrese Halliburton said this out of his mouth, if I'm
Man,
not
wear
mistaken.
the damn shoes. Shoes is meant to be worn.
Especially if you somebody who can get them again.
And be grateful. Shit, there's people in Africa with no shoes. What we talking about?
There's people in LA with no shoes.
There's people in LA with no
Up the
shoes.
street
Wait,
with
y'all.
no shoes.
So wait, let me
I
ask y'all.
just see like 3 niggas
Nigga,
with
no shoes. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, so do y'all,
Around the corner, no
y'all don't
shoes.
have no shoes that like, or ever been a shoe collector
I
that
don't
where if you
want-
got a
Yes.
pair, you be like, man, these grails, I'm never wearing them.
I used to be a super
I got
sneakerhead,
tons.
and I done wore everything I had.
Yeah, I had one pair that I love. That shoe that I like so much. I was waiting for the right moment. I wasn't saying I was never gonna wear them. I was waiting for the right moment. I took like 2 years to wear them. There's a pair now that I haven't wear. These like Fresh Prince. These Bel Air Adidas came out special for Bel Air. I don't know what I'm gonna wear them to. They're like They're like true basketball shoes.
But you do know certain
I ain't
shoes
hooping
create,
like that, so I'm like, I don't know.
they bring value if you keep them
Like,
on ice.
okay, when them red bottoms came out, the free white boy, the big homie white, he had bought me some. It was on Thanksgiving, right? I wore them on Thanksgiving when he bought them for me, but I didn't wear them motherfuckers for like down there a year or two because I'm like, I gotta be somewhere where I'm
So you got
really
special
Well, that's
occasions.
cool, yeah. 'cause
Yeah,
but you
for
still
sure.
like would wear them though.
Yeah, but
If
if
you
you
had
had that one time
if it's the right event, you
it gotta
put
be
them
the
on.
right event though. I'm
For
not
sure.
gonna just throw them
But see,
on.
I still got to your point. Like I used to be a shoe collector. My first job was Finish Line. So like
Okay,
my
yeah,
checks
see.
was I was collecting shoes from back when I was 16, 17 years old, and I got pairs that I camped out and waited for that are probably 20 years old now that I'll never wear, just off the strength of the sentimental value.
Okay.
And it's not even like I pride a shoe, but it's like what I did for it and what it meant to me at that time in my life. It's like this was a moment of like camping out and collecting Jordans. I'm like, man, I'm not even. I think they might be a size too small now anyway. But there's a couple. I probably got like 10 to 15 pair that I probably will never wear.
I mean, I get it because
and they probably super valuable now too.
I get it because at that point, right, like resale and all that. But man, shoes meant to be worn.
Man, I got shoes up to probably at least 20 years old.
Where you stay at?
Around the corner, around the way.
Where you stay at? Y'all the same size?
I was gonna get him and sell them. eBay them.
I did start selling a lot of them though.
You got them in the safe or they just at the top of the class?
Where you got them grails at, my boy? No, they all in Texas and in the
That's dope if
storage.
you got some shoes 20
You
years.
probably got
Easy.
the retro.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Where they at?
In the
Right,
old-
right,
Hold on, you have some that are 20 years old?
Easy.
What shoes?
Unworn. I got great 5s. I got Olympic 7s. I got
The Olympic 7s are the only 7s
Dornbircher 4s.
The grade 5s is hard too.
Yeah.
The ones when they first came
As soon as you
out.
put them bitches on,
I'm not putting them on.
They
They're
gonna
gonna
fall
crack.
off.
I
Yeah,
know,
that shit
but no,
gonna
they're
be
sealed
bad.
up and they're sealed up in
The
them plastic
plastic?
bags
Oh, smart.
and
Yeah, 'cause they
I
ain't
got
turn
them.
yellow.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
not all of them. Some of them did though.
I
But
had some 3s that was like the original 3s, and then they motherfuckers went yellow.
yeah.
you grew up a Jordan nigga. What shoes was you wearing when you grew up?
I was poor back when I was not poor, but my mama couldn't.
You didn't,
afford
like,
that
have the
stuff.
opportunity
if we did
to-
get Jordan. It'd probably be on your birthday or something.
Right.
Christmas, you act like, hey, these new Jordans.
That's all I'm trying to
But I
get
really
back to
never
school.
was like. I didn't
It was
start
never
getting
like a
all
thing.
that Jordan shit until I got 16.
Could get it on your
15
own.
when I was out there selling dope and getting it on my own. But as far as like growing up, I never. Yeah, I wasn't one of those.
But
kids.
y'all was really wearing Cortez and Chucks and
Yeah,
like,
I had
really
all
were.
the Chucks. I had all the
Especially Chucks, yeah. Chucks,
Yeah,
you
every
get
color
every
Chucks.
color, yeah,
Every color
because they was
Chucks.
like $20. Like,
Yeah, you
wearing
go
no
back to
Chucks,
school
dog.
shopping, you pick about 2
I had
pairs of
every
Chucks. They
couple
was
colors.
$30.
But you only can
back
wear
then.
certain colors, right? Depending on where you're from. Chuck.
I mean,
wore
nah,
every color in
because it
middle
was
school.
Chucks, everybody was wearing every color.
You could get away with wearing
I was
colors.
rocking
You just don't wear
Cortezes.
certain colors in certain areas.
You wear
Yeah.
Cortez
You
too?
good.
I was rocking Cortez. And
That's
I know,
one shoe I could
I
never
know,
get into.
Really?
Was
I love
Cortez.
Cortez.
I couldn't
but I
get
got
a
a skinny
Chucks,
foot
bro.
too, so my shit fit
They
Cortez.
just look like clowns. For me, like mine's size
Chucks?
13. So
Chucks,
that
yeah.
shit looked
Oh,
like
yeah.
a boat. Like
And
it
it
looked
hurt.
If your
crazy.
foot too big, Chucks is out.
Yeah, I be looking.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not rocking these.
Probably 11.
You used to put
That's
your
probably the
sock in the
Oh, for sure.
Flip the flip the sock up.
On my mom.
No creases.
For sure. I used to tie my jean into the,
Oh yeah,
the
it's
shoe.
in the thing right here. What you mean?
Yeah, under the tongue.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
God.
That's
Niggas had
crazy.
designs on how to tie the Chucks for
But
sure.
like go
I used to
back
wear
the-
low
go back-
Chucks with scrunchy
go back to
socks.
you said that I had the shoes. I didn't, but Floyd and them had all the shoes, and they used to let me wear.
Floyd
their
still
shoes.
got all the
He
shoes.
still got. I
for
used to
sure.
wear Floyd or traffic shoes. You feel me? They Jordans they get. Oh yeah, let me wear them. You ain't wearing them. All right, boom.
Yeah, I remember my parents. They didn't let us buy shoes over $60. There was
That
no
was your limit?
even if I saved the
But
money
your
myself.
Your people's is what's the name though, right?
Yeah.
Ain't they? What's that word? They
Christians?
Christians.
Yeah,
oh,
but they still, it didn't
straight.
matter.
Them Christians.
No, it
They
wasn't
we used
about
to- we
that.
used to-
It
I
was
used
just
to-
like we wasn't rich, so we ain't finna spend $120 on no
Right,
shoes.
right,
It was
yeah.
like $60 is your limit. Even if I went to go work for the money myself, I was like, no, you're not
You
spending
just
your
not
money. on
I
working.
used
this.
to
Yeah.
have a limit for
No.
back to school shopping, but if I wanted to spend a limit on like one shoe, I could.
They would let you.
You would.
My parents
If you want to
would
blow
not
it on the
let me do
shoes.
that.
So
They
you
wouldn't let me do
One
that.
shoe for all back to
You
school
gonna wear that
shopping.
shit all year, boy.
He ain't got no clothes.
It was like on my
Shit.
junior year. It was like my junior year or maybe my 10th grade year. It was like me and all my homies in my neighborhood were finally the same size.
Oh, yeah,
I was
yeah,
lit, bro. That one year,
Crazy.
we were
Man,
all
back
like
to
a size
school.
like 10 and a half.
Yeah, let me get
I had
those.
20
You can
pairs.
take
Yeah, we
these.
was swapping
For sure.
shoes. I had 20 pairs. They thought
Nah,
I was
nigga,
the
you ain't
man.
wearing my
I
definitely didn't share
my mom
shoes.
used
That's
to have
out.
some kicks, and once I hit her size, I was wearing her shit.
That's hard.
I was, she used to have some fire Pumas,
That's like my auntie Cherry.
Adidas.
Shout
I'm
out
like,
to her.
ooh,
She
I'm
had
on
all
this.
the Filas and everything.
Man, she was
man.
going
I used
crazy.
to
As
rock
soon
her
as I
shit.
fit her size, I'm like, oh yeah, we out of here. She
Filas
used to be
was the
hot,
shit.
like,
Man, y'all
stop
remember
wearing
back
my
to
damn
school?
shoes. I used to be in middle school, scuffing them up.
Hey, back to school when y'all got y'all clothes, depending on how much y'all got, did y'all wear them right away or did you try to
you
save
gotta
them?
wait. You do the
Like if you
fire
got a
first
couple, if
day
you got
fit,
like 3 outfits, 4 outfits, or
you
like
go,
a,
this is
No,
this
that
is
first
sequence.
week
You
was
go.
on.
I
You
am
go.
I'm rocking all
You
this.
go busting the whole week.
Yeah.
Y'all
Next
The whole week is
See, I'm
over
going.
with.
I'm going
Sorry,
fire
niggas
first
that didn't have
day.
it.
I'm going fire first day. Then I'm recycling some shit from last
Yup.
year, like 2, 3, 4, 5. Then
Drop
the
a
next
bomb.
week, I'm going bow, pow, pow, pow.
Like you thought I was
Yeah, what you talking about?
Back to school.
You feel me? I'm gonna be the only fly nigga at
I
the
was
quad.
that nigga
Like,
running
what's
out
up?
of fish that same week, nigga. I'm
Going
going that
through
shit
it.
out.
My son is about to start school, right? I'm excited. I'm already shopping for shit.
Yeah.
Like, they wear uniforms, man. I'm hot, dog.
Oh,
I had
he
that in
can't be
middle
the fly
school.
nigga. Like, damn, because I was for sure about to live through him.
Right.
get him real saucy like I
nigga in
could.
this school. I'm gonna figure out what color the uniform
And then the crazy
is.
thing is, when you go to a uniform school, your parents don't even take you back to school shopping.
No.
You go get
So-
some white t-shirts. Then go get 2 for $5.
Yeah.
But then you get clothes throughout the year to wear when you outside of school. But that's where you want to be the flyest at
Right.
school.
School,
Like,
you don't go nowhere else.
You
Skating
at
ring
that
was it.
age, because when
You wasn't
when I
going
went
nowhere.
when I wore uniforms, I think I was 13. It was like my 8th grade year, and it was like.
Dang,
and
I never
went from
had
not wearing
uniforms.
uniforms to wearing uniforms too. They done sent me home one day because you're supposed to wear like a collared white shirt. I just wore a hoodie and a white t-shirt.
That's
Them
like-
niggas made me take that motherfucker off and
That's like
sent me
John
home.
Mayer. They wanted us to wear uniform. We was like, fuck you. We was wearing straight regular
For
clothes.
sure.
Like,
They used to send
Yeah, I
me
ain't
home,
never
you
even
know,
Kick
where I
everybody
went.
out, huh?
I ain't never
They
had that
do it,
man
though.
day.
They just be like, oh, you supposed to be having this on. We like, it's over with. We here.
What did they let y'all stay?
Yeah.
Damn,
It's probably
Too
too many
many of
people.
them,
Like,
yeah.
man,
Damn
they
near the whole school was doing it. Like, bro, we
Oh,
not
see?
wearing the blue and the white t-shirt.
Bro,
the
they
little
sent me
button.
home for not wearing a collar shirt underneath my hoodie, and they sent me home for wearing red shoes.
but was you by yourself and doing that? Were other people doing it too?
I was a new nigga. I only went to
Yeah,
that
get
school
your
one year,
ass
so
up out of
probably
here,
was
nigga.
me.
You don't come in here
And then
trying.
I got kicked out from my other
Yeah,
school.
get your ass
So
up.
man, you
Yeah.
just switched up. You
What
a
you-
bad influence
you
on
think-
other kids.
What you think you doing?
Take your ass
And
on.
I went there because I got kicked out of my other school.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
stupid
And we
shit.
know you bad, 'cause they
That's-
keep
I wasn't
you
even
out.
bad,
Yeah.
though. That's the crazy part. But
They
the
wouldn't.
rules was dumb back then. That shit was stupid.
They wasn't going at all. All right, cool. Let's move on to some shit. It's a little bit of politics, but let's keep it off the surface base because politics is crazy right now. So it says Judge Joe Brown, the old judge from TV, says Kamala Harris is pandering to black people for votes.
Like everybody else. Okay.
And he says her father identifies as a white Hindu man and his mom is white. How is she identifying as black?
Well, ain't her daddy black?
So,
Jamaican and something.
Judge Joe
Yeah,
Brown
the
said
Jamaican
he
is
had a-
black.
But he said he had a relationship with her father, and her father doesn't even identify as a Jamaican man. He's from Jamaica.
Who
He's
gives a
not
fuck?
Hindu.
That's not her. She's not her father.
Hindu is
And
not
she's
a
a black woman.
race.
Okay,
And
what we
black is
talking
not
about?
even black. Ain't even a race.
Yeah,
That's what
like
we really
she's
need to
black.
stop.
Okay, let's just.
Because really, black is just a
Judge
term
Brown
that's
is
a
fucking
normal- yeah.
clown, bro.
to be like black is really a culture.
Yeah, because
not a
Jamaican
race.
is Jamaican, African is African,
You know what I mean? Like,
African American, like
And
it's
they
all
black.
different. They're all black,
but black is really a culture.
True.
right? It's
Because-
more so.
Because you could be white and grow up in black culture, and people will kind of consider you.
But you're not
Except
black.
you-
Plus.
Except
But
you
you're
are.
not black.
But black ain't even black because black is not a race.
It's not a race, but you're a black man. You're a black man. You're a black man. You're
Only
a black
people
man.
identify as what they see.
makes you like in
Visually.
theory, like we're conditioned to believe that skin color makes you black, but really I believe it's culture. And if you grow up in a certain type of culture, that's kind of what more so make you black.
That's a cold take. I get it. You can identify with black people, but you will never be able to identify as a black man.
I don't think
no
so
matter
either.
how.
No, you can't identify
If
as
you're
a black.
if you have no minority in you at all, there's no way you're
Well, we're
gonna
not
be able to
calling
get
you a black man. Like we got people who grew up white or whatever, white in the neighborhood.
No matter how
next
much
in,
you grew up.
saying nigga, we cool with
True.
them saying nigga, we call them nigga.
and that's because we view black
But
as a
we
race.
still not saying you black.
Yeah,
That's
we
'cause
don't.
view black as a race, but black is really a culture.
I think.
I feel you, but we're not saying
'Cause
somebody
really
who's
we
not black is
African.
black.
We African for real. We not black.
Yeah, no. Black is just a color. It doesn't
But I think
identify.
Africans are black. You're African. You're a black man.
But the
Nah, I don't
term
think
black.
so.
Look what you're saying though. The term black is obviously just a color.
Yes.
So it's a label that's put on people of
Exactly.
melanated skin.
Based on African descent. So there were some dark ass Indians. I wouldn't call a dark Indian a black man.
Yeah.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? So when I say at least, okay, this is me. I'm not putting it on society, whatever. When we're talking about black people, you're from African descent. And you could be a half
Right.
black. You went to Jamaica. Your family's from Jamaica,
Okay,
Belize. There's even black people in Mexico, but African descent though.
But people were arguing that Jamaicans aren't black because they are their own culture. They're their own. What's the word I'm looking for?
Jamaicans are Africans. We all
The Africans, yeah. They just stopped. They ship went over there.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Ours came over here. That's it.
Spaniards was ruling them.
But it's just I guess it's a label on the color.
It's definitely a label. This is definitely a label.
I'm starting to realize that.
I have to identify as a black male, or if I have the choice, I identify as biracial. I'm never going to shy away from saying I'm black and white.
The choice. You get to choose.
But but growing up, like especially when I was first doing applications, let's say 16 to 20, there's a lot of things that didn't have the option for other, or you were black, white, or whatever. So because I have my mom is full black, I identify as a black male. If I get pulled over by the police, I'm identified as a black male. I may look different to the eye. I may look like, are you half Hispanic? You half white? You're not full black, but you black. You identify as a black male. So I never shy away from being able to say I'm biracial. But if I have to identify, I can't identify as white having black descent in me. Right. It would be impossible. Yeah, true. I can't. If I walked around saying I'm a white man or white boy, I would look crazy. So all the white boy jokes, I could laugh. They're funny, but it's like I could never identify as a white man in society. No matter how well I speak, no matter how light, no matter how.
Real either.
That's what I'm saying.
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
I feel like the black and white thing is a real American construct.
We don't.
My dad comes from German descent.
I mean, some Indian people they'll call themselves brown, but
right.
Or Hispanic people will call themselves brown. I
think that's more of an American label.
Why are we allowed? Why are we choosing colors to do that?
It's America.
Why don't we call them what they are?
It's America. It's separate. It's to separate.
You know, I take it back what I said because I don't think it's just America. I think a lot of cultures do get caught up in skin tone, right? Because in Asia, in other countries, they don't like the
South Africa for sure.
I mean, Indians,
Central American too. America, the lighter skinned people are always more valuable. Filipinos, they want to be light skinned versus being super dark. All of that. So it's not just us, but. Yeah, it is. That is it.
I mean, I don't know. Everybody trying to get the black vote right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everybody, just don't run
get your black vote. They had Megan Thee Stallion up there. That shit was kind of crazy.
So what they were saying, pretty much, Smack was was it a bad thing because she's not? I guess her dad is Jamaican, but her mom is clearly nothing of black descent. She's now trying harder to appeal black to America by using Quavo at her thing, and so what Jibo just said, had Meg Thee Stallion perform it.
Democrats always do that.
And I know, but
they always got hip hop.
I know, but they're saying she's been quiet for 4 years, right? For the most part, we can agree that we haven't heard much about Kamala doing stuff for the black community. But now that you're on the pedestal to be represented as a presidential candidate, you're trying harder to appeal to your black side that people are saying that you're not even black or you're half Jamaican.
If we're being honest, Joe really won because of her.
Yeah, he definitely helped being a black woman.
Honest,
yeah, but I'm saying, that's what people are saying. Where have you been the last 4 years?
She got a great chance of winning.
Also, what do we expect vice presidents to be doing? Like when Obama was president, what the fuck was Joe Biden doing? We didn't know what his daily life was like. No one gave a fuck about Joe. But we don't hear about him.
He was more present. He was at every time he was around. Every time Obama spoke, Joe was there. Every time. Kamala's not there every time.
He wasn't doing shit though.
We don't know that. I guess we don't know that. That's what we're getting into politics.
I think the difference is Joe was being groomed to run.
I don't want to get into the politics.
Kamala wasn't being groomed to run. Like Kamala, they kind of just picked her right now when they realized Joe was incapable.
I think this was all a plan, though. I think they knew. I think they knew. It might be deeper, it might be a conspiracy, but I think they knew this was going to happen.
But I don't think so, only because Joe looking so bad gave Trump such an advantage. I don't think they would do that on purpose.
I feel they should just let that lady do what she do, man.
Yeah, and it's like, bro, she's pandering to black people just like Donald Trump pandered to black people. He had Lil Pump and all these other shit going on, and his shit, and she got Meg Thee Stallion. You know, Obama had Beyonce, Jay-Z. They always do it. It's every time.
Just let her rock out and do what she do, man.
That shit do be looking
Donald Trump just did a whole press thing for like the black women of America. That's not pandering to black people, even though he fucked it up.
The funniest part was Trump talking about Kamala, and he said, I never had a real relationship with her, but she was Indian, and now she wants to be black. All of a sudden, she just wants to be black. I was why does nigga say black? Like they say black.
She African Queen SMAC.
That nigga crazy.
What we talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, she looks sexy as fuck when the pictures they posted her bending over and shit. I know it's Photoshop.
So the pandering to SMAC is working.
Yeah, good.
It's working.
Oh, that's
No,
funny.
that's crazy. Yeah, too much on the politics, but I think it was
politics
crazy
definitely
seeing the Meg Thee Stallion twerk for the constituents of the
That's
Dominican
hella
party, Democratic
coming out in them.
Democratic Party.
That Spanish
She was
coming
out there twerking. And that was kind of wild to see. I think people are like, man, that might be a bit much. You're using the culture and probably some negative connotation from the culture to press towards older black people too. It's like, man, almost.
But at the same token,
I think
shit, it's 2024,
you gotta be semi-professional, and I guess in those type of.
Professional? Who has to be professional?
Okay, you're right. I'm bowing out of this because politics is crazy. And Trump is a motherfucker.
Professionalism is gone. That shit gone. That was 20 years ago. The professionalism is out.
Yeah, I can't even speak on the politics. I'm done.
Completely different now. So
Yeah.
it's just
It's a reality show. It's a reality show.
Seriously.
It's all popularity.
I think it just cut popularity.
Migos, I mean, you got Quavo out there dropping one-liners. Yeah.
Like Offset would say it.
Yeah. Walking like I'm talking. You see her camera?
That's hella fun.
No, that's wild. Well, staying in, I guess, social influencer bag. Let's say we got Drewski says he broke up with Ruby Rose because she was too expensive.
Damn,
Do you need to have a bag to have a bad one?
Nowadays, yeah. That's what I'm not.
If you need a bag to have a bad one, then that's shame on you.
You in a relationship, you don't know what's
No,
going
it's a
on.
perfect
out here.
topic.
Listen.
Perfect
if
topic
I gotta
for
have
SMAC.
a bag to get this bad bitch. Fuck you. Go find somebody with the bag. You feel me? I want the bitch
she
to like
will.
me for me. Well, that's good luck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
Like,
if you want to have a bad
but
one,
I ain't gonna lie. I think the way it seems on social media, because I'm out the game, but it seems like all these women, they look for the bag first nowadays. Not all. I shouldn't say all. Most of these women now, they're looking for what kind of bag you got,
Right.
and then we could talk.
But
But
I
you're
think
gonna
it's-
miss out on.
I think
the
it's-
You
bag.
ain't got the bag, bitch. You broken.
Right.
And most of the time it's like that.
Bro.
So how you gonna tell me you looking for a bag? You ain't got the bag.
Most
That's
of the
that
time,
entitlement.
that's
because
what it
guys
is.
don't care. A lot of guys don't care, and they
I
will
want the
trick
bag too,
and they will
so
trick
you-
off
Yeah,
and
because
spend the money.
Yeah, you'll give up. You'll sacrifice your girl not having money if you got hella chili if she's a bad one. You're going to sacrifice that and be
sure.
like, all right, come along with me and support and do the thing. But I think also, too, it depends on how you get them. And if you get them in that fashion, and Ruby Rose may be looking like the person who's looking for those type of expensive items.
Well,
If she's a materialistic type person and you know that going in, if it's expensive to get her, it's expensive to keep her, my nigga. So,
Facts.
like, you know what you getting yourself into.
And you gotta remember, you's a fat, funky nigga. You need the bag to get anything bad. My
Man, look,
nigga.
they say. I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead. No, so they say comedy can get you a bad bitch without, you know.
No, that's a fact. Jokes will get it to you. Make them
What
laugh.
was you gonna say though, my fault?
Nah,
But
for
also,
sure.
I think what fucks it up is the internet is now like niggas with like athletes, whatever, famous motherfuckers. They got access to the regular bitches now.
They sure do.
Which fucks up the regular niggas' opportunities because now
Right.
you got a rich nigga coming
Flying
and
your
giving the
girl,
regular
regular bitch a bag.
this life, and now she like, well, if you can't give me that life, I got the rich nigga over here.
We was
who
just
you
talking about
You
that.
know what I mean? And that kind of just fucks up the ecosystem.
Yeah,
In my opinion.
And Drewski also said he was just trolling. By the way,
Yeah,
he said she also
more.
spent. Yeah, she spent more bread than
Yeah,
him.
because she got bread.
She got stupid bread.
Yeah, like somebody was saying though, if you gotta pay to keep you around or have to be spending, and if I'm not spending, I have to worry about you going to fuck with another
Well,
baller
yeah,
just
that's
shame on you.
because you think you look good. Nah, there's
Shame
plenty of
on
bitches just like you. We
Good
ain't.
luck.
Yeah, we ain't going for that. All right, what's next? What you got, Jack?
TMZ reports that Dame Dash will have his 33.3% interest in Rockefeller sold off by the U.S. Marshal at a public auction
Damn.
in 2000. I'm sorry, in August 29th in Manhattan.
So Dame Dash is selling what?
His percentage of the company.
I ain't mad at him. He's still like, come on, you gotta get his chili.
A third
Why
of
is he
it.
selling at an auction?
Because they probably
They're forcing
gonna
him. So I think
wouldn't
it's
be
because he
surprised if
owes
Jay-Z
money,
go
if
buy
I'm
it.
not
He's
mistaken.
definitely gonna buy it.
U.S. Marshal is sold off by the auction, so I'm assuming that's by force.
Marshall.
Because
yeah.
I remember not too long ago he made a post saying he was trying to like sell it on his own, a third of Rockefeller, his third ownership before the courts were going to auction it. So what's this say? This is from TMZ, right? The docs say bidders will have the first register to appear at the auction by sending an email. Brown, as you may know, represents firm, blah, 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 who secured an $800,000 plus civil judgment against Dash for copyright infringement for defamation 2 years ago. So, yeah, they're forcing him to sell it, and they're going to take whatever they make from it to pay what
He'll
they
still
owe
get
him.
something off the top, though, probably.
Over $800,000?
Okay, owe whatever
Yeah,
they
they're
gonna
gonna
get
pay him.
from it.
He's gonna sell it and make the money, and he's got to pay whatever debts. They're
Exactly.
gonna collect the debts from
The
him.
purchaser must be able to plunk down a deposit of 20% minimum bid of $240,000
That shit
at
gonna
the
go
time
for
of
like
sale.
$2 million.
It's gonna go way higher than that.
20%.
Dash's financial issues stretch all the way back to 2019. So Yeah, so he's being forced to sell this off now. And look, this is like a legacy thing too. Like obviously everybody who's familiar with the 90s and early 2000s, how influential Rockefeller was, you're now, it almost like looks bad. Obviously he had his riff with Jay-Z and the company to begin with, but it looks bad now that the legacy of Rockefeller is being thrown at an auction.
I don't think so. Because we all know they fell out. Jay-Z went on to be who he is now. Like,
but he's not selling it. He's being sold for a debt from being sued.
All Jay-Z probably gonna do is go send somebody to go buy that.
Yeah, go get that, man.
Now he owns 66%.
Coldplay.
Like, you know what I mean?
And Drake,
hell no. Because Jay-Z could take some of Beyonce money and double whatever he does.
Yeah, this family money over here. This our money. This our money.
You don't think they got a joint bank account?
Our money. See the money.
Right.
Y'all didn't see the money they put into their kids, what's that shit, trust fund?
Nah, I didn't see nothing.
They announced something crazy.
Chili.
I
wouldn't
be surprised. Bought a $200 million house in Malibu.
Bro, their kids is rich forever.
Houses and all type
Bro,
of
they
shit.
kids get the little one that was just performing on the tour. She's just getting paid for that.
Blue Ivy?
She on payroll.
Yeah.
Blue Ivy.
Yeah, no, they whole family gonna be set for.
But the Rockefeller percentage in Rockefeller is what? That's just like masters from all the old projects.
I think it's just the whole company. Yeah, so
but
everything
the company's gone.
Everything that was dropped under there is
under
probably
Rocket,
still making money.
Right, all the masters and
initially,
all the
I'm like, how valuable is that?
I'm still valuable. That's still got Jay-Z's catalog.
It's valuable from a standpoint of selling the masters and then getting a cut of that big payout. But
exactly.
Like, if you know, if he know Jay-Z ain't never gonna sell the masters, because I wouldn't think for Jay-Z to sell his masters. Maybe he licensed them for a couple years or whatever. But like, he know he ain't really gonna see the big cut of that 33%.
And is he even making money off of Jay-Z's? Like, we don't know what the intricacies of the business is, right? Because at one point Jay-Z bought his masters back from whoever had them.
True.
He personally bought them. He didn't buy them from Rockefeller. Exactly what I'm saying.
I think Dame is financially struggling
because this could be like Beanie Siegel and all that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So there's money there for sure.
That's my last play.
Jay-Z.
That's my last play. So now this is all I got left. I thought it was originally a percentage in Reasonable Doubt, but I guess it's the whole company. I thought he just had his.
Yeah, after this, I mean, there's almost no connection.
He's struggling. I think.
You don't think? I don't think he's.
No, I think for his lifestyle.
You gotta think though. He made so much money during that 10-year run that he probably made so many plays.
But he probably blew it too.
No, but you can look and see what he's doing now.
It's possible he blew it, but then
you don't even hear nothing about him like that.
To me, he seems too smart. He seems too.
I don't think he like broke, but it's like, listen, okay, I want to maintain this lifestyle. Keep my houses over here in the Hamptons.
And this we can't believe that he didn't get no real estate.
He got chilly. He's broke. His income is not the same. Not to maintain. I need some bread.
Look to see like what he looking at right now. Like
it won't be the truth.
The thing about him, he probably got dummy assets. He may not have hella liquid money, but he probably got so much money that all he got to do is
make a Manhattan penthouse worth $20 million.
You feel me?
You know what I'm saying?
Move that there, and now he got millions accessible.
Right. But if he's being sued, this could have been a play to pay off his debt too. You know, before he was getting sued for it. Like,
anytime
let me just sell
sued,
it.
You always gotta look broke.
Yeah, let me just boop bop.
True.
You know what I mean? Move on to that. All right, well, shit. In Do We Care news, this is Do We Care. Is this important to y'all or not? Spirit Airlines has introduced a new value pack travel option starting in August. I'll see what we can go over what the topic is. But do y'all fly Spirit?
I do fly Spirit.
I fly it on a short flight.
I have flown Spirit many times.
I fly it many times too because it's cheap. It's a cheap flight. They have a lot of direct flights that I like. Like I go to Detroit a lot. It's a direct to Detroit. They have good like red eyes, but they suck, bro.
You don't recline and they seats hard as fuck.
They never have like designated gates and shit. They gotta wait on the
tarmac.
Yeah,
you be switching. As soon as you get in there, you don't know where you're going.
One time, and they switch to that. I'm like, no, I can't do it.
No TVs.
There's a few airlines that don't have TVs.
I ain't gonna lie. To me, Delta the best airline.
It's one of the best.
I used to be a Southwest guy.
Southwest is like Spirit.
Nah, but Southwest, they taking away the seats.
Yeah, Southwest is. They're making.
You know how you used to pick your own seats if you whatever boarding area.
They're gonna give you assigned seating now.
That's weak.
They said 80% of their customers wanted it. Apparently,
I think there's that stigma on Spirit Airlines. Is just like because when it first came out, it was the cheap airline that seemed like it was labeled ghetto. Because all the videos you used to see online, all the trending
Spirit
shit
is ghetto.
Spirit, their agents at the gates are definitely very rude and disrespectful.
When you go to the Spirit, terminal, that whole terminal over there, the whole waiting area is ghetto. It's like being in Walmart.
Well, because
like being in the damn Spirit terminal waiting.
It's ghetto because the flights are cheaper.
Yes.
That's
because they don't have
fucked
as
up.
much money to put into
Yes.
it.
So ghetto people are the ones flying cheap.
Yes.
Damn, Jack.
I mean, I'm on there. Listen, I'm on there.
That's like the movie Soul Plane.
You on it, bro?
Yeah.
I got on Spirit Flight. They singing Happy Birthday to people, and they think they in church.
They singing
doing
songs
gospel
on the little
runs. They
phone.
let somebody else. I'm talking about ghetto, dog.
Wow.
No, really spirit.
No, but
Yeah, we in the spirit of like. Listen,
it does suck being tall
Spirit of the Lord on this
there's no knee room and
No.
the seats don't recline and they're actually more narrow now.
Yes.
But
And they probably refurbished planes. You know, they're getting what they could
Shit
get
falling
to make
apart.
it right. Like,
What did y'all fly to New York, Jack?
I don't remember. It wasn't Spirit though. It was I don't know.
you
Delta
can't
or
do
something?
Spirit over
United?
3 hours. Really,
yeah,
two.
them knees start
Two
to
is
cramp.
my
The
max.
furthest
Bad.
I'll go is Chicago on that. When I go back
Yeah, I
home
go
to
to
Rockford,
Detroit.
the furthest
See, I
I'll
can't
go
do
is
3
Midwest. I'm not
hours.
going
That
to the
shit's
East
4.5.
Coast.
If it's over 2.5, I can't do.
I used to take it to Miami a lot, but I was. in
Yeah,
Texas.
they got the
6
Miami
on
flights,
Spirit
and
is-
it's terrible.
No, I was
I
in
would
Texas.
never-
I forgot I was in
Terrible.
Texas. I forgot I was in Texas at that time.
But it's direct though. Like it's a direct
I don't
flight,
give
so
a
it's like
damn if it was $12.
Yeah, but yo,
I'm
listen,
doing
for
it.
12.
Your
Listen,
bag be $45 each way.
I'm not
Damn.
Oh,
doing
God.
it.
That's why you better get that carry on.
And you still gonna end. So
That's all I
let's say you
take is
pay
a
Little
let's say
duffel
you pay
bag. I
two-
see you took a duffel bag to
Let's say you
Cabo.
pay two. I don't know. Let's say you pay $215 on Spirit to go to Miami, and then you do the 45 bag. Like you
That's
might as
90.
well have
That's another
through the-
100.
You might as well have through the other two and
Yeah,
went
got the
Delta.
regular flight,
no,
better
seriously,
flight.
It is.
I'll fly that Spirit flight to Miami. Nigga, that shit cheap.
That's
Bro,
what I'm telling you, bro. It be
$90
like that.
is crazy.
It's not. It's $110 to get to Miami.
Listen.
I'm on there, bro. I'm gonna be uncomfortable for 4 hours when I'm going to
Do
Miami.
y'all remember during COVID, them flights was $20?
Yeah, that
Nigga.
was crazy.
Well,
I traveled the most during COVID.
I flew
traveled the most of my
$20
life.
to
I was
Texas,
in the house.
bro.
I was scared.
No,
I was
Spirit is
outside.
crazy.
Man, that flight was it was like
Atlanta,
8
Miami
people on the
multiple
yep,
times.
8
Yeah.
people on the flight.
You on there with
I
10
with a
people.
mass is 8 people on
You
that
laying
bitch.
down. That shit was
$20.
Yeah, in the airport, you walk. It's a ghost town in the airport. You
Yeah.
walk in there, you go straight to the gate.
Security,
COVID was
10
crazy.
minutes, bro. I loved it. Flying during COVID.
Damn.
You
You
don't
on
even
there.
need your clear. I only flew like once, but still.
I was scared. I was spooked.
Not me.
And I caught COVID like 3 times. So I'm like, oh,
Man, I
no.
caught that
God
motherfucker.
damn.
I'm glad you wasn't
You was
evicting us on
outside,
the plane. Stay
outside,
your ass
nigga.
inside.
I never caught COVID. I think I had it before it was actually a thing because I got hella sick like in
Yeah.
December before the shit. But then it just wasn't proven. But the one time I like officially caught COVID was in London. And I'm like, damn, how I didn't catch it
Damn.
over here.
Was you stuck over there?
moving around.
You didn't have to test?
I had a whole week, so but over there at the time they wasn't tripping. They're like, you can still go outside, do your thing.
Damn,
nigga.
that's tight.
But I was just hella sick, so I couldn't even do nothing.
Yeah,
It was-
COVID was interesting being here in California, then going to like
That-
Atlanta, and that shit was
was
not
something
shut
else.
down at all.
No facts.
That shit was booming.
A lot of places was like,
Yeah, Miami
all
wasn't
good.
shut down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people were still
Motherfuckers was
outside.
dying too.
Yeah, that's
what
sad.
got crucial.
Sad.
Rest in peace to all the COVID
For real.
and deaths, for sure.
No, for real. Anything we got? What else we got?
man. I don't know what we got. Nothing else. Nothing else to
Nothing
talk
else.
about.
Man.
We got to give somebody something. We got SMAC here. We got Drebo here. It's only
Yeah.
been an hour.
It's been an hour and 30 minutes.
They gonna get on our
yeah,
head. No, it's
that's
been an
good time.
hour.
It's been an hour. Who gonna
I
get on
can't
your
see
head?
that far.
No, I'm saying they gonna get on our head for a short episode with y'all here. Give 'em-
We'll come back.
Yeah, we'll do it again.
Yeah.
well, fuck
Fair to
it.
say.
Fair to
I'm
say,
with whatever. I'm here. What time is
ain't
it?
there been no other.
Yeah, we're good.
I don't think I've ever heard nothing else that's topic worthy. That's even something going on.
Yeah, man.
Ain't nothing going on right now.
Ain't
It's
nothing
just
going
low-key.
on. Smack got a new bike and Drebo dropping
Yeah,
music.
I mean,
That's
like,
it.
shout out to
What's
2023,
Play something, man. We got time
Yeah,
shit.
Summertime in the land
Drop the
out right
link,
now, man. All
See?
platforms.
Perfect.
What else?
Get the-
August 16th.
Y'all going on
Stay
tour,
tuned for
nigga?
that.
After this out
Yeah,
too with him. I
coming
was
up.
waiting for him. I was gonna get
Yeah,
that
go
off.
ahead. Do the
Make sure
ticket.
y'all lock in them tour dates. It's live right now, so you can go online, get the tickets, man. We doing the whole 9
Yeah,
yards.
get your
And if
meet
you
and
get your
greets.
tickets, tag me. I repost them. The whole squad. It's gonna be a movie.
Yeah, for real.
Nice.
Yo, y'all going what? Seattle too, huh?
We have Houston,
Ohio or something?
Chicago, Vegas, Arizona, Cleveland,
Cleveland, fine.
Atlanta,
Yeah.
Houston. You said that already?
Atlanta.
Oh, Atlanta, hard.
Yeah, we got it. It's
Vegas.
we got like 9 days, right?
You guys have been on the road a lot. What are some of your favorite cities? Either performing or just travel and visit.
In America,
For
right?
me,
Anyway, they've been
for
all
me,
over the world.
performing the Bay. The Bay is they always
The
give
energy.
some of the best energy for
Yeah,
sure.
the Bay. I like Washington,
Washington's dope too.
Washington, New York, Paris, London. Russia was cool because that was all our first time, and it was
See, I ain't never
sold
been
out.
overseas. That's what I want to
You
do.
haven't yet?
Sold
I've
out.
like been over there,
To
but
perform.
not performed.
Oh,
Would
yeah.
you say like some of these? I wouldn't call them smaller markets, but just markets that don't get as much like entertainment are more lit because they don't get that entertainment?
I don't think it's because of the entertainment. I just think they're more like free. It's almost like where you from, they just know you, so it's just some kind of.
There's a different type of appreciation.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Versus like if you do a show in LA, it's gonna be lit, but then it's just like when you go out somewhere else, maybe it's because they don't have access to you as much or they don't see you as often. It's like the energy is.
It's a movie. Yeah. Like you said, they don't see you often. So when you go out there,
crazy.
It's a movie. I'm talking about. I done been to venues where it was so packed, you see the walls sweating. I'm talking about that motherfucker was rocking, boy. My mama, nigga.
And you like what?
The fuck.
Could y'all ever live out the country?
I will.
Yeah, I was gonna live in
I
Jamaica
will.
once I graduated college.
For real?
Yeah.
You got like resources to where it'd be easy for you to relocate there, or you just aspire to live in Jamaica?
I just wanted. Well, at that time I didn't. Well, I did, but I didn't know I did. But then now I know, like, I got uncles and aunts and stuff who got like houses and shit in different spots out there. So
you tapped in with them?
Yeah, like literally my mom's brothers and shit. And
they out there right now, thugging.
No, they still live in New York and shit, but they got houses.
They got houses.
So like if I needed somewhere to stay,
Let's go book and go out.
Man.
I'm trying to go
you
next
say?
year for real.
Let's do it.
I'll let niggas.
What part of Jamaica?
Jamaica.
What part?
That's hard.
So I got people in Kingston, Mo Bay, Montego Bay, and then Spanish Town.
They got like mansions, like house with pools and shit.
The Mo Bay one is like right on the beach.
Oh,
Street.
nigga, let's do
Nigga, on
it.
high coming from
I've
Cabo.
never been to
Like,
Jamaica,
The
man.
Spanish Town one's like, like a typical kind of.
They rent it out or they live there?
Nah, they don't rent it out, but it's like a family thing.
Oh,
like,
okay.
my
Whenever
uncle
the
go
family
there
wanna
a
go
few
there.
times a year. Whenever family want to go, it's a nigga over there who kind of maintains the whole shit. and all
Probably
that.
keep it up.
Yeah,
We gotta
so-
book that dribble for the homies. Let's
I
go.
think, come on,
Floyd, we out of here.
I ain't been to Jamaica since 2019. Like I'm trying to get back. It's
Yeah, I haven't been ever.
Have y'all been to
I
his
used to go
mom's
every
spot?
year.
You know his mom got the food spot.
I have not been. I want to go.
Man.
You brought them wings at one time.
Oh,
I'm telling
yeah.
you, bro.
J-Rock.
I made
gotta
those
go.
ones.
Turn them
Oh, you
up.
made
it's got
those?
seafood?
Yeah, we
Nah.
got seafood.
You got seafood?
Salmon, shrimp.
Oh yeah, I'm there then.
His mom's got a spot, nigga. I've been there probably like twice. Nigga,
Yeah.
she make these little things. It's like
The patties?
the patty
Oh, yeah,
things.
the patties.
Oh boy, they go crazy.
beef
But all
patties
the
go
food go crazy. But
Where's
them-
that? Shout it out.
Natural Art Jamaican restaurant.
Oh, okay, I did see you post that.
Washington and Fifth Avenue. Yeah, it's cool, man. It's
Let's
dope.
support
Been
the
there
homie.
for like 40-something years.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it's a
Legacy
historical
play.
landmark. low
Legacy
key.
play for sure.
On Washington 5th, that's downtown?
No, it's like maybe like 10 minutes west of downtown, right above the 10 now.
Okay.
But you had your birthday there, huh? was
No,
there
we
when I
did
went?
Floyd birthday.
Floyd birthday was there.
Yeah.
Then I went again for something else.
The other time, that was the Shut the Fuck Up release party.
Yeah,
Video.
okay, yeah. Fair to say, fair to
I gotta
say.
go. I might go in there on Sunday. I've been driving around LA trying
Tuesday
chicken.
through Saturday.
Trying
though.
chicken?
Oh, y'all ain't open on Sundays?
Wait, you said you've been driving
it's
around.
black
We ain't
people.
passing. Wait, wait, you said you've been driving around LA trying chicken?
Yeah.
That's
Trying
like
to find who
that's
got the
been
best
your.
chicken.
What kind of chicken you
Are you
trying?
keeping notes?
Yeah. Like fried chicken usually, but whatever chicken, I'm open.
All right, come on, let's do a video.
Let's do
Let's
it.
go pull up over there.
Yeah, on Sunday. Nah, y'all don't open on Sunday. We can go
Bro,
another
you
day.
should do
Saturday?
it. You
Whenever-
talking about doing a
Saturday
vlog?
for
You should do
sure.
a vlog of that Jack going around. You trying different
I've been
chicken.
3 weeks in a row.
Come on, I'm
K-Town's
gonna do the
been
next
cooking
episode
shit.
with you. Come
Let's
on,
do
go.
it.
At
We
your
don't even
favorite-
gotta go to my spot. We could go somewhere.
Yeah, let's
else.
go wherever. Yeah, we can go to your spot. But I've been going on
Trying chicken
Sundays.
is crazy.
Let's go to Louisiana on Western.
Let's go.
No.
I tried to go the other day. I'll go.
He was
Hell
floating
no.
around the hood
That
and
one is
shit.
good
Yeah, I
though, but
seen
I
that.
ordered it for delivery. I
Ain't pulling up on that one.
I think it's on Western and like
Nigga said nobody out there.
it's
Western what?
I don't even know. I gotta look it up.
Which one?
I don't go over there. That's all. I
That's
don't
what I'm
even
saying. Let
know.
me
Hold
know
on.
which one.
I'm gonna tell you. Hold
So I
on.
had Louisiana. It was out here. That shit was terrible.
It ain't
Really?
the same in
What?
the valley.
Out in the valley.
Oh,
it
yeah,
was not
valley.
cracking. No, I'd
You
rather
went to the one
Popeyes
on
than that.
Manchester and what's
No,
that?
I've
Norman?
never been.
I think Normandy. Yeah.
Man, I'm
gotta-
gonna take
you gotta
there.
get an
That's the
escort.
Gang straight gangsters. You good? We in that motherfucker.
Let's go.
I
That's
still
what I'm
ain't-
saying. I'm
Talk
in
like
here.
you.
Yeah, take me over. Where
That's
we gonna
that's
come?
my
I'm about
wife.
to
That's
see
her
this.
area. We good.
All right.
Where that motherfucker at? I'm finna find this bitch too.
Yeah, I'm going. Anybody got any chicken spots, man? DM me. Send them to me.
Bro, you know what they just put in the hood on 54th and Fig
What?
inside the shopping center for 7-Eleven? Wingstop. So we
Ooh,
got
Wingstop.
Domino's, Wingstop, nigga. We got the 70-11.
They popping up a lot of Wingstops and a lot of spots low key too. I've been seeing
because you
a lot
can
of
franchise them out.
Yeah.
People, that's an
When you get
investment now.
Oh, so
They letting people just you buy them. You got
smart.
enough
And you
net
don't need
worth.
with Wingstops. You don't need a lot of real estate. Like you don't like people don't usually go to sit down at Wingstop.
Right. It can be
You
a
know what I'm
small
saying? It's a
style
small little
establishment.
spot.
Walk
Go
in.
pick it up, pick your wings up, and
I'm
leave.
getting big, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say something. I wasn't gonna say something.
No, I'm just eating too much.
Man, I
I'm
saw
getting
you.
my weight
Saw
back.
that Mexico pictures. You okay? Smack me and eating.
Yeah, I've been eating.
seen
a
Hey,
lot.
what's the update on your foot, bro? For anybody who's kind of obviously,
date?
well, like just where you at with it?
Right now, the doctor said they don't want to do no more surgery. They want to like let it just cool out. They want me to just go through therapy and let them work with me right now because my foot, they said, been through too many surgeries. It was 24 surgeries. So at this point right now, I'm waiting on the paperwork to come so I can start doing the therapy. And then after the therapy, then we're going to go for there. But
What's your functionality with it? How you can't like bend your ankle or nothing?
Shit, like, all right, look, I can show you with this one. Like, you see this one? I could do my toes and all this. And
Yeah.
Like this foot, my shit just like this. They barely.
And you can't bend. You can't really
I
move.
can't bend them like I'm doing like this. They
Right.
just.
What about your
barely-
ankle?
My ankle, yeah.
Move your ankle.
move it.
Oh yeah, okay. So it's mainly the upper part.
Yeah, like
I
it
got
just feel like it's stiff. Like, but
It's
I
the
can-
tendons in the top of your foot.
Yeah. I guess
You gotta
it's because it ain't no bones in the inside right there yet.
Do they feel like? Does your doctors feel like it's promising that there's a good outlook that you might be able to use that again, or is that something you got to work around?
It just says it's up. I just gotta work with it, and if not, but I'm already done like downloaded in my head. This is what it's gonna be.
You're
for
not
the
gonna
rest
always
of-
walk completely the
Yeah,
same.
and
But you still seem to feel like you can move around as comfortably as you kind of almost want, right? You
yeah,
got
because
it
I'm
down
not
pat.
gonna never let it stop me though. But
my mama.
I don't hurt or none of that. People like it don't hurt. Like my foot is swell up some, but then when I lay down, go to sleep, wake up,
Inflammation.
it go back down. So I don't
Shit,
know. I
you
just
say
put
you-
it in my head. I'm gonna either have this boot for life, and it is what it is.
Yeah, so you can't wear a shoe at all.
Yeah, I put one on, but I'm scared, like, cause my shit be
tight, huh?
swelling
Pressure.
up. So I don't want it to be in that shoe, and I'm thinking it's cool. Then when I try to take that shoe off, that motherfucker don't come off. I gotta cut it off because it's swelled up
Swollen
too
up,
much.
right.
So you feel me? At least when I put the boot on, when it swells up, it can swell up as much as it want, and it got room in that boot. You feel me? But that shoe is gonna be pressure on that motherfucker.
Right.
Start hurting.
Yeah, like I had a shoe on when I was on back on Fig, but I took that motherfucker right off because it wasn't comfortable for my feet.
I feel that.
My boy done been
I
through
seen
it.
you jumping off docks and shit though, so I mean,
Yeah, I'm smoking.
the progress alone, you know what I mean?
So you
it's
so you
dope to
can't
see.
swim.
I don't know. Swim.
You definitely can't swim.
So when you,
But look,
so when you
that's
jump
I
in the
com-
ocean,
I
why
commend
did you do
for
that?
that though.
I could doggy paddle, nigga.
Well, you
back
had
and I
a life vest,
jacket
nigga. You had a life
why was
vest
you
on and still
panicking?
panicking. Yeah.
Shit, that's still panicking if you
salt
can't
water
swim.
Was in my eye, burning my eyes, nigga. All type of shit.
You
bro.
look. You almost
nasty.
look like the nigga that was close to the edge on the little pool party. Nigga did that.
That was trying to
Right, for
I'm
real.
like, dude, first off, why you ain't got no life vest on and you
He was
jumping in the
drowning
water
somebody
knowing you
else.
can't
That nigga,
swim?
he made it look good.
He
though.
about to
Let's
drown
go.
the next nigga.
Boom, he
Yeah.
dived in that motherfucker. Next thing you know, he just.
And then he
Like-
pulled
like
you
that.
pulled down your homie that's coming to get you.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
what I'm saying. He
fucked
right
up.
by the edge,
Now
like,
that
bruh.
right there, he really can't
He
swim.
panicked,
Now
for
me,
sure.
I could. If that was me, I could jump in the pool,
Get on
at least
top of the
I could
water.
doggy paddle calmly back to the rail and grab the rail.
Right.
That shit right there, I can never do. At
Right.
least I do know how to doggy paddle.
Get your head above water. He couldn't even get above the
That nigga
water.
couldn't even get above
Panic.
water. He was just no.
He did good for
He's
the first
panicking.
little two
Yeah.
paddles, and then he just
I don't
panicked.
understand
Panic.
that. I
'Cause
don't
you
understand
panic.
that.
Shit
It's
is
like
like-
just
No,
bro.
when you panic, it's over. That's why it's like what King be saying. That's a real thing. Calmest man win, man.
Yeah, like bro, take a
But
deep
it's
breath.
hard to
gotta
relax when you're
breathe.
thinking you about
Take
to
a
die.
deep breath,
fair
bro.
to say that it's hard to say relax,
I
bro.
guess-
And I'm
True.
gulping water and nigga,
That's the thing. It's like just what the fuck you jumping in the water for?
If you
You know
know-
you can't
I don't know.
do
I
nothing.
feel like sports made me super like even keel during high pressure situations though. So it's like it is hard to be calm when you about to die, but also it's like
You better think.
you be surprised.
I don't
I'll be
want to
like,
die. Yeah, nigga, I don't want to die. So I'm gonna be calm
let
and
me
think.
think
Nigga,
about the
yeah,
best
let
way
me
to get
figure
out
out
of
how to
this
get out this
situation
shit.
right
Yeah, niggas gotta just have a cool
All I
head.
gotta do is survive just a little bit to think enough to get out of this motherfucker.
damn, no, that's crazy.
For sure.
Hey, lastly, I did see something real quick as I was coming in here. Y'all see the man who chased away the potential home invaders with the paintball gun?
Oh, that was a paintball gun with the big ass light and shit.
Yeah,
on it?
I think
it up, Sage.
I
Let me
guess
see.
there's a like a neighborhood a guy in the neighborhood who likes be in this RV parked outside his house, and he said he seen some people jump a gate at his neighbor house, and he came outside and scared him off with a paintball gun.
Wasn't that in? I want to say it's like Baldwin Hills or something.
Somewhere right? I think it was somewhere right out here for sure.
Right,
but I was bringing it up because this
Yeah,
home
it's
invasion
inside.
shit is like crazy scary, right?
Yeah, I heard they got horses walking through like what was that shit? We was talking about it on what was it, Jack? Was it on
Shame on you,
we
right?
was talking about where they said they had the horses walking around and shit.
Oh, they got horses now.
And Tarzana and shit. And,
Yeah, I guess so. Niggas
Damn, the
get
police trying to crack down, huh?
But man, how? I mean, I
Tarzana did get hit the other day.
They
too.
said they getting hit back to back every day.
Yeah.
just groups of
Like, how
cars.
do you
But
even
these
know,
niggas
like,
gonna start dying, and then they gonna
sure.
stop for a little
So
bit,
then
and
the
then they
people
gonna get
getting
right
out
back.
their
Yeah,
car.
this is surveillance. They hopped out the
Yeah,
whip
I
and
seen
jumped
this one.
and jumped
Okay.
over the neighbor's yard. I just brought this up because it's so big right now in LA. Obviously, it's been a thing forever, but right now it's been
Now
crazy.
they running from the paintball.
You better
Yeah, he
get
shined this
good.
big light on him, and
See.
he coming out with the paintball
See,
gun.
they
He
love
shot.
it.
Oh, so they probably like, oh shit, 5-0, 5-0.
He didn't
Or
know.
they don't know what he
Did
shooting.
he get off
Yeah.
with the paintball gun?
Yeah, he got off with it. He didn't know what it was either. You come out with that,
He
hit,
a fake
motherfucker.
ass army buck.
Yeah, for sure.
You better not shoot. Once you hear that shit, oh, he ain't got shit. Turn around, nigga.
We gonna
Get
get
this
this
nigga. Turn around, nigga. Ain't nothing.
That was CO2.
Yeah,
But
turn around.
whatever
They gonna
light
start
he
getting
had,
hit with
that's what really
bullets.
spooked
That's
them. They
scary.
like, oh,
All I see is a
5-0.
light in this
The
shit.
light, the light
That
itself.
light was like everything.
That's a
like,
cop.
Especially
like a
because they
light.
hard already racing and shit.
Right,
like,
right.
Soon as you see 1 inch of, all right, it's bad.
Get out of
Niggas
there.
start
And it's
panicking
crazy because
instantly.
now, like, it's not off limits. Like, they just hit Blast House
Yeah.
while his
that's
family
all
was
that-
home.
That's just fucked up.
Last mama, G, she said, get the blower. Them niggas
Yeah,
broke
man,
up
that's
out
what
of
you
that
gotta do.
motherfucker.
That's what she said?
Yeah, she said, get the blower, get the guns. That niggas like, oh shit.
Sometimes all you gotta do is say
Say
some
that,
shit.
yeah.
Or
for
cock
sure.
one of the motherfuckers.
Start shooting it.
Sometimes you can't even got time to get to it, though.
Right,
So
she
you
was
gotta
smart,
be
though.
like,
She like, get the gun. Them niggas like, get him out of here.
because they don't know where it's coming from.
They
Who
probably,
coming with it?
they
How many
probably didn't think
motherfuckers in
nobody
there?
was home.
Yeah.
I would assume that they didn't think
Because they
nobody
probably
was home.
see him over there.
He out of town. Let's go in there.
I
They
think
really don't want to harm Blast family. Hopefully, you never know what these motherfuckers
some
think.
niggas-
That was
Don't give a fuck.
supposedly that
True.
was the intent with the Pop Smoke thing. Old boy said their intent was they didn't even know who house it was. It was a robbery, and then it just turned into that.
Cap.
Yeah, most time it's probably
They made
just
it
a
up.
bad-
They saw his location.
No, the dude said he had. I watched the interview. He said they had nothing about the location. It had nothing to do with getting the location from Pop Smoke. It was just like a normal.
That's what the killer said on No Jumper. Wow.
Yeah, I know it's
Interesting.
crazy, but I think people gonna have to go back to the old days, like old ADT when it go
No,
because
for real.
people have just got ring
yeah.
alarms and ring cameras.
I'm being that mother police.
I got a grenade. Like what the fuck?
LAPD.
I got a rocket launcher.
But no, you got to go back to them old sirens because I think that would scare somebody away from a
Keep
fly.
a burner by your bed, man.
But what if you're not home? What if you're
Oh,
not
if you're not
home?
home, then shit, you deserve
Yeah,
it.
how come we
That's
don't
why-
have that old ass loud alarm?
The people
Wait,
got away
if
from
I'm
it. It
not
used to
home,
be
I
that
can't do
pin
that.
pad.
That's why
get that
if
loud
this guy
ass
will
alarm.
not give me a big ass house, I'm gonna have some King Corsos, Rock Rollers,
Yeah,
Pit
you
Bulls
get
in
some
the yard and in the inside. Nigga,
For
I ain't
sure.
bullshitting.
Tear
I
your
wish
ass
it,
up soon as you
I'm gonna
get
have
over
him like
there.
Q do his dogs. All Q dogs is trained.
Train them.
What is that?
They breaking in right now.
Right. Q dog, he say stranger danger or just stranger. That motherfucker strike around the whole house inside the backyard. Whoever it see is oh your ass is grass.
It's on you, huh?
It's grass, bro.
We got German Shepherd.
Then you got
Doberman.
that Doberman and a King Corso.
Oh shit.
You say stranger or something like
Who
that.
trained him? Because I saw this one
He
video.
take him to get trained.
I saw this video where the little boy was running out and the neighbor's dog came running at him and his dog came and like
I saw
caught
that
off.
too.
Where the fuck you get a dog to train that at? I want to.
That was
That
instinct.
just was a dog instinct. He
Yeah, that
felt
was
that
instinct.
dog finna harm that kid, and he know that kid, so he cut and
Yeah.
boom, bam. I don't know what
That
you're
was
talking
instinct.
about. That's the dogs do that type of shit.
I don't think you can
And
train
that
for
dog
that.
wasn't even
You could
trained.
definitely train for that.
You could
Well,
train
you train
for
that
it.
to-
That's only if it's your kid.
Yeah.
If that dog like
Don't
if I
don't
say-
attack this
say, This
person.
my dog. This my kid. And another dog come. Of course, my dog gonna boom because it's trained for that.
To protect
you got
the
some
baby.
regular dogs
That just know,
sensitive,
let it happen.
Like, oh, he finna attack that kid. No.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know for sure
Yeah.
that.
I don't want to leave it up to instinct. I want to get a dog that knows when my son is in danger.
Yeah, you can do that. Like,
can.
And that's what I'm trying to figure out.
I'm gonna call Q, get the number. He gonna take the dog
Let
right
me
there.
know.
I promise you.
That's what
you,
I
you
want.
Tell him I want this dog to make sure my son. And they got dogs that walk on the side of your son.
That's what I
sit
want.
down.
He a bodyguard.
Walk
That's
around.
exactly
Y'all
what I
seen that
want.
shit?
They'll
The dog-
sit right next to him.
Around there, do a circle around the son.
It'll come, you could come shake the sun hand, the dog cool, but as soon as you try to push the kid,
Right. As soon as you
It's
do like
over.
this, it's over for you.
There's a really good
That's
trainer
what I
out here
want.
in LA. I don't know what it was. He was going viral. He had his own show on Netflix or some light skinned dude out here, and he was doing that same thing. He was like literally
was that
training
him?
them.
Yeah, that dude.
Is that him?
yeah.
Dog Dynasty.
I didn't know he was out here though. Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's the dude out here
Yeah,
in
he's
LA.
legit.
Yeah,
His dogs be
He
legit.
really cold with it.
There's another black dude on TikTok I follow who he kind of just breed them though. I don't know if he trained them, but this dude is legit. I
Yeah,
like
him and
this
there's
dude.
another
That
one too.
motherfucker
But
look nice.
What?
Look at this kid
and,
with
and
it.
it knows how to be friendly
Look,
and protective.
when it needs to.
That's
Yeah, that dog
that's
look crazy.
The biggest dog, the Hulk.
Oh yeah, Hulk. Yeah.
I ain't ever going there.
Look.
Somebody, yeah, no, he's friendly. Never. You'll never get me in. Exactly. You'll never get me in the same room with that dog.
Now my brother got
If
a
he's doing
Boerboel.
that, I would.
That
But if he's
motherfucker
calm, I would
huge.
go.
I'm not going. He got a what?
A Boerboel.
I don't even know what that is.
It's like a Cane Corso type dog.
I'm not going near no.
I'm tired of these
Corso.
old-
But it's actually like a good dog, and it's trained too.
This lady in my
it's one of them
building-
dogs you gotta train because it could kill everybody in the house if it really wanted to.
Yeah,
That's how
this
big
lady
it
in my
is.
building has a Cane Corso, and she be walking
Yeah,
around like
that.
it's friend. I'm
He
like,
got one of them.
don't get on this elevator. Get your next
Oh, that's a
one.
Cane Corso.
Yeah,
Like, no.
The Boerboel right there. Go
But just
down
because a dog
little bit,
looks
to the
intimidating
right.
don't mean they are. Depends on
I
how
don't
you're
give a
raised.
fuck, but it's like I don't know this dog.
It's the
This
same
dog
type
don't
of
know
shit. But
me.
if you do BORBAL, it's
You
not
might
even
smell
that.
wrong.
I might look like somebody who
Just
fucked with him
Boerboel.
last week, and he want to fuck with. Like, no, you don't know. They don't bite until they do. So I'm good.
Yeah, he got one of them. The Sandlot dog. Yeah. that dog.
Oh,
That's the
Beethoven.
dog out there.
Big drooling ass dog.
Yeah, be
Yeah.
drooling like him, but that motherfucker so
That
huge.
shit is huge.
They good dogs though.
I got my 3 Frenchies. One of them is a motherfucker. You better kick him hard or far, because if not, if he
Frenchie.
You got bad bitch dogs.
I got
Talking
I got-
about
I got-
Cane
I like
Corsos, and you
Frenchies,
said Frenchie.
I got
French
real. I'm just saying we're
bulldog.
talking about dogs. I got real nigga dogs. Fuck
Frenchies
you.
is tight. I got a pit bull though.
Yeah, I got 3 Frenchies.
You got.
Man,
we
you
talking
ain't looked
about
at that.
Cane
I got 3
Corso,
Frenchies.
and you said Frenchie.
Shit, man. Hey,
You better kick this.
Okay, now listen.
My
I'ma
dog
tell y'all
Simon
this
will
about
fuck you
little
up.
dogs. The good thing about these little
They
dogs
don't give
is
up.
They
gonna let you know, huh?
They gonna let you know that if
Barking.
anything they hear from far distance,
Facts.
they gonna
Boy,
alarm
what?
you. That's an alarm.
For sure an alarm.
You better
They're an
get
alarm.
up and hey, they don't play, bro.
One of mine is you can't even drop a package at the fucking door, and he is on
Going
your
crazy, yeah.
ass. I'm talking about going
Little
crazy.
dogs think they big and
They do.
For
Yeah.
one of them though, he will bite. If he latch on, he gonna fuck you up. I don't care how small he is. You gonna have to
For
shake
real?
him off, shoot him, or kick him
I mean,
far.
it's still a dog.
if he gets you, he's bad. He's gonna be like a piranha.
And that's a baby Frenchie though.
Yeah,
you do a full
6
size.
fuck 6 ass. So it look like you 6.
They grow a little bit.
What's the worst breed of dog?
Oh,
Them little
the hot
anything
dog,
that yelps, them little
hot dog, a
squeaky.
cat dog.
The little wiener
Oh yeah,
dogs.
Chihuahuas
Damn,
are
Chihuahuas, those.
Oh,
Chihuahuas.
Bruh, Chihuahuas bark so damn much.
Everybody hate those motherfucking
I do like their
Chihuahuas.
teeth though, cause they so little.
Ugly, gangly motherfuckers on the planet.
Y'all grew up with animals?
Hell yeah, I always had dogs. And
What's the
then I had,
furthest?
like,
What's
a
the furthest
snake,
y'all would go for an
iguanas.
animal? Like, would y'all have like a pet? I'm asking this because I had 3 of them. Yo, did y'all have a pet monkey?
Hell no,
I
too much
would
work.
if I
That's like a
could.
kid.
It is.
I don't want
We had
that.
3. We actually had. I had 3 pet monkeys growing up. My mom did.
You
That's
got
tight.
got to wear
I would if I
diapers and
could.
shit.
them little small. It's called a Java macaque, and they used to wear diapers and
Yeah,
shit.
you know that's too much work.
And they asked at Jackson. No, we had 3 of them, man. They was really dope. And my mom, we used to take them. They used to go to the mall, sit on our shoulders.
Really?
Yeah. Go take them to
At
school.
LA?
No, when I lived in
Did you
Illinois.
have to have a permit out there? For
Not at that time, but I think they were technically illegal, I guess, to domesticate. But she got it from St. Louis at the time, and when she brought it back, like nobody like called the police on
Y'all
us.
had them since it was little.
Yeah, like baby, changing diapers, teaching them how to
Yeah, see,
eat and
that's
everything.
good. But see, the thing about monkeys too is that I don't like is they're like cats where they'll go everywhere. You can't
Yeah.
really control where they go, and I don't like that. Like, get your ass off my counter, nigga. I cook.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Monkey hairs all
Fair
over
to
my-
say.
I'd have a
my
fucking
stoop.
farm. Yeah, fair to say. Smacky, appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Smack said he had to come make sure he was coming
Nah,
through
for
last.
sure.
My
Fair
boy
to
Dre.
say.
Hey, so how do you like your show,
Fair
Smack?
to say.
I love it, and I will be back.
You
Love this
fucking with it?
shit.
You
Yeah,
fucking
for
with the
sure.
vibe?
I fuck
You
with
actually
it.
watching?
Yeah,
All right.
I got to stay in tune. I got to stay updated like ESPN.
Fair to
Yeah,
fucking
he gotta
say.
make sure the show running smoothly.
Right.
Yeah. So
You gotta make
shit.
sure you do your job so he ain't gotta fire you.
I gotta perform. He already threatened to fire me when I walked in this motherfucker. I'm like, God damn.
All kind of shit.
No, SMAC lingo definitely carried and inspired the thought of the show. Fair to
No,
say.
for
So we
sure.
definitely have to give
Fair to
SMAC
say.
his props where it's
We
due.
all get our props
this
because
is
we
a-
all could add some parts
Contribute,
in this shit.
This is a
sure.
dope
Contribute.
addition to just the whole
platform.
universe
Yeah.
for sure. Because it just gives it like me the opportunity to pop up. You got people.
We never
who
really
helped
sat with
started
each
this
other.
Whole shit,
Yeah.
opportunity to pop up. You doing your shit.
Thank you.
Jack popping. You know what I mean? I think it's just
Six
a dope,
back there
a
being
dope
a
addition.
bitch.
Six
Loving
producing.
to death, though, loving
Like
to
you know
death.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Six really getting his producing bag over here.
No,
for
he has
sure,
been going
too.
crazy for sure. But Six is the one that's in charge of the topics.
Producing over here.
So if y'all want to give Six some ideas, shoot him DMs,
Yeah,
stuff like that. Make sure y'all using that Is It Fair to Say hashtag too. I think he's checking that as well.
Fair to say.
But DM Six, blow
Okay,
Six
don't
up
DM Six.
with all your
Hit him
opinions
on
and
Twitter.
feedback.
DM
Follow his
Six.
kick.
Six, you know you love
And
that
if you want to
shit.
get on the
He do.
show,
He be on the
if you want to
DM.
get on the show, DM me. I'll send you 6 numbers and you can hit them direct.
Damn, he all the way exposed. But yeah, that's love, man. I thank you fellas for coming. I sure appreciate you.
Appreciate
Fair to
y'all
say,
for having
episode
me,
14.
man.
Jack trying to make it back down, but he ain't gonna make it. Appreciate y'all tuning in until
Fair.
15.
Love and respect, y'all.
Love.
We out.